Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. It is match day. Join us for the whole watch along today. We are live before, during, after, half time, full time. Listen, tonight is the round of 16. Should we call it that for this little beauty? Now, if you're the same age as me, you will know that this means a lot to Leicester fans. It certainly means a lot to me. The League Cup. I would absolutely love us to win this trophy again today. This season, I don't know what it is about the League Cup. Maybe it's because I'm a boy from the 90s, but this would be lovely to win. Let me know your views. Let me know your comments. Join us live for the whole watch along today, before, during, and after the game.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Are you ready for the show? Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everard's, Pucka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newbie & Co. Estate Agents. We want your views, we want your comments, so join us live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to Leicester Fan TV, wherever you are watching. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV. If you're watching this live, please like and subscribe to us. Let us know your views on this. I'm going to have to put this somewhere that's out of the way. Click on the link if you want to come and give us your views. I want your comments as ever. We get as many up on screen. Zach is watching. Zach is a far-flung fox out there in the US of A. He's saying, I think it'll be a scrap, but a victory for us 3-2. Vichai had a dream, says somebody on the Facebook group. God bless the boss. Indeed, it's going to be an emotional night at the King Power Stadium tonight. 1 minute silence before kickoff. Matty Bond says, bloody working. I know, Matty. That is why I'm not at the game tonight. I've only just finished work myself and I've not got time to get there. So I'm helping do the watch along tonight. Carlos says, good evening, mate. Good evening, Carlos. Where are you? Would you like to win the League Cup? A lot of teams don't take it seriously. It's there for us to win. It is there for us to win. Let me know your views and comments on it. Michael, come on. Michael is doing the watch along very shortly with Tom Hoger. So Tom and Michael are doing the watch along all the way through the match. Michael says, come on, Leicester. All the way out there in Seattle. He will be live very shortly. Jason Mills, good evening. What do you reckon, Jason? I'm going to have to shift this out of the way. Zach, you say it's on ESPN in the USA. Not sure about other channels. Let us know your views. We obviously want your score predictions. We want to know everything that you think. I'm going to add in Jamie from the Fox's Arms. Jamie.
Good evening. Come on, you Foxes.
This little baby, Jamie, you're similar age to me.
Yeah, but I'm more FA Cup. I'm more FA Cup than League Cup, Phil. Sorry. You know my affiliation with the FA Cup. I hope we win it. Same as you. Roughly the same age. Yes. It was a nice trophy to win, but it was the FA Cup was my, bucket list. Ticked off the bucket list to win that. League Cup is down there a little bit, but then, yeah, FA Cup for me. But, yes, it's another trophy.
Out of all the trophies, get on Jamie, we know the Premier League title is the big one. The Europa League probably next. The FA Cup next. The League Cup. It is the fourth trophy. But for me, we're like a couple of wins away from Wembley. We're a couple of wins away from that piece of silverware. We're a couple of wins away from automatic. I think it gets you into the Europa Conference League, non-league, whatever, which isn't as good anymore.
No, it shows Spurs are struggling, isn't it? Oh, sorry, I've said that too loud, didn't I? Sorry. Spurs are struggling.
Jamie, I tell you what, let's start with tonight's team.
I'm not sure about this team, to be honest, Phil.
It's going across the bottom.
It's not as strong as I thought it was going to be. There's not a lot of experience there, but there is nice that there's 5 Leicester City academy players in the starting lineup. Daley Campbell, Luke Thomas, Dewsbury Hall, Chowdhury and Harvey Barnes. 5 academy players. Chowdhury is captain as well tonight for the first time ever in his first ever time as captain in a first-class game.
Chowdhury is.
Hamza is captain.
Yeah, and like you say, that's good for him. That's a good bit of confidence boosting for him in there. If we start at the back there, Jamie, I'm not surprised at all to see Danny Ward starting.
No, I think he played well, didn't he, in the Euros? He played well for Wales since the qualifying rounds for the World Cup. He's done well there, apart from that one little mistake he had. But when keepers make mistakes, it's a big mistake normally, isn't it? But yeah, Danny Ward deserves it. I'm not sure whether it's going to be a back five. I think it might be a back five, to be honest, with Daly Campbell and Luke Thomas as the fullbacks, as the wing backs. Soyuncu, Vestergaard, and Bertrand. Maybe Bertrand as the left-sided central defender. Could be. I'm not sure how else it could line up, really, to be honest. But there's not a lot of experience. Well, you've got Vestergaard and Bertrand there, quite a bit of experience. But for Leicester games, there's not that much experience there in the back for them, really.
No.
Which could be a downfall.
Well, so, yeah, I slightly disagree. I mean, Danny Ward's an international goalkeeper, and Vestergaard, Soyuncu and Bertrand have probably got oodles of Premier League experience between them. Luke Thomas was one
but not as a Leicester back three, though, is it? Not as a Leicester back three. It's not the most experienced back three, is it?
No,
for Leicester.
Not playing together.
They haven't played together. Yeah, that's the only thing.
Yeah. I'm with you. I thought he might have gone a little bit stronger. And then obviously we've got Luke Thomas was playing well last season. He'll be annoyed he's not playing every week for us, I would think.
I think so, yeah.
You know, Dewsbury
when you've got Castagno and Pereira, in front of him, he's going to find it difficult. And then James Justin is back in training as well, isn't he? So it won't be long before Luke Thomas is maybe a little bit further down. I'm not sure, but he did play well last year, didn't he? Then you got Dewsbury Hall in midfield with Chowdhury. So yeah, and yeah, we need to see what Dewsbury Hall can do because everyone's talked about him, hasn't there? So everyone's talked about Dewsbury Hall, how good he was at Blackpool and how good he was at Luton. This is his time to shine now. I mean, this is his 7th game for Leicester. He's only his 2nd start, I think it is, out of them 7 games.
I think people have got a little bit excited too quickly about Dewsbury Hall personally, Jamie. I know Sean Sarson will join us shortly, and Sean will be very excited about Kieran Dewsbury Hall starting. But the jury's out. We haven't seen enough, have we, of him yet?
No, we haven't seen him yet. We've got to give him a go. And tonight is the prime example of the second string showing what they can do.
Yeah.
I mean, Daly Campbell, his last game was against Brighton in the FA Cup last year in February, was it? I think it was February. I'm not sure. February, March time. So this is only his 2nd game, and both games he's played against Brighton. So hopefully he's a lucky charm.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get a few comments on here. Firstly, Lee Spence, thank you very much on YouTube. We are live on YouTube for a little super sticker. 89p always goes well. Adam says team tactics will be to get the ball to Daka up top. Obviously, he was on fire last week away in Moscow, Jamie.
Oh, he certainly was. 4 first time since 1953. Leicester player scored 4, and he looked on fire when he came on at half time, didn't he? So hopefully they'll find him with Barnes and Lookman, 2 quick players up there with him as well. Hopefully they'll be able to find the pace. It's just that creativity at the minute is.
Patrick says, are we taking it seriously? I see. We have got Arsenal on Saturday. Is that team, he's got to rotate a little bit, but I thought took the last round a bit more serious, Jamie.
I thought we were. I mean, you look who's missing. Schmeichel, Vardy, Evans, Perez and Tielemans, they're not even on the bench. You've got some big hitters on the bench in Nacho and Maddison on the bench and Amati and Pereira and Castagna. So, yes, but you haven't got the really big hitters of, like I say, of Schmeichel, Vardy, Evans, Pereira, Perez and Tielemans to come on just in case. But I don't know. It's a side they need. If these players want to progress in Leicester's team, they've got to perform tonight. And this is the perfect example to show what they can do. And I think Rodgers is trusting his youth. That's for certain.
Yeah, I indeed. What we want to know is we want to know what people think to the team. We want your score predictions, obviously. So whoever is watching, and there's loads of people watching, and don't forget Michael and Tom are going to be doing the watch along very, very shortly. So everybody who's watching, do us a favour, like, share, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. You know the drill, but please do that. It does help us. Let's get some comments in. I'm going to try and get a few on here, Jamie, and then get you to react to the last one. Lee says, I'm happy with this lineup. Arsenal on Saturday in mind. Loads of players with hunger and something to prove, which is exactly what you're saying, Jamie.
Yeah.
Marek says, where is Lookman playing? Right midfield? Might play further up top.
It might be playing 3 up top, or he might just be playing behind the back. He might be playing behind Barnes and Dakar and playing as a number 10. You never know, do you? You never know what's going to happen. But then where's Dewsbury Hall going to be playing? That's the problem.
Yeah,
might be 3 up top. Might be playing finally 3 up top. That's more than 2 up top that you and me like, Phil.
Patrick says Hamza captain could be interesting. Do you know what? A lot of people say Hamza this, Hamza that, a bit of a red rag, red card. I haven't got the stats, Jamie. He hasn't been sent off very many times, and actually, he actually looks like he could be captain material because he does get stuck in. We say, where's the Ali Mockland in the team? Where's the
Ali?
And Hamza could develop one day into that player.
Like I said a few weeks ago, we hadn't got the fight, we hadn't got the leadership, we hadn't got the passion. He shows all three of them. He shows all three of them: the fight, the leadership, and the passion. He's a Leicester lad, and he wants to play for Leicester. I know he's not getting much game time, but you see, he'll have a good game tonight. Well, that's what have I just said then, Phil? Why have I just said that?
He'll get sent off now. I'm just going to put on screen in a second. People been asking what is the Brighton side. I'm just going to put it on screen, Jamie. Not that I've got to be fair. I'm not a massive expert on Brighton, but it looks like Webster's.
I know Webster's been out. Webster's been out for a long time, and this is his first game back, his first start. Duffy is a pretty decent centre half. McAllister he's either Argentinian or Brazilian with a name like McAllister. Work that one out. And he's got a decent long shot. But other than that, I don't really know. Oh, that Grob or Groob, whatever it is. There'd been a Y at the end of that. Does that mean he would have come from Grooby? But anyway, but yeah. So I don't really know. I mean, number 60.
They've got their better players on the bench. Talking of high numbers, for us, we've got a number 54 playing for us. Jamie,
that's Daly Campbell, is it?
No,
Daly Campbell?
No, number 54. Wait for it at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, Marcel yeah, him. Marcel Voodoo.
Let's bring Jono on. Jono will know how to say his name. Here we go, Jono. Number 54, Jono.
I don't know. I'm not even going to...
Listen, Jono, let's go back to the starting side. Welcome to tonight's show. Callum asks, why am I not at the game? I'm not at the game. I've only just finished work, mate, and I've not had time to get down there. It's annoying, but that is it. So I'm helping.
I'm stuck in Alcudia.
You're in Alcudia, and Jono is in Newcastle.
Yeah.
So Steve Black says Barnes will want to show Rodgers tonight. He should be in the first team after not getting on the pitch in the last few games. Big night for him. Jamie says, Jono, big game for quite a few of that starting team for Leicester.
Yeah, well, apart from 3 players, I shared my view of what team should go out earlier, and I got it pretty much bang on. I put up my team, and apart from 3 players, I was right. So it's a team we should be playing. We shouldn't be playing loads of players because we don't want to fall into the trap of getting injuries like we've already got. So these players need to show to Brandon, like Lookman for me, and Barnes that they should be in the first team, especially and Chowdhury. So yeah, I'm really happy with the team. Players need to prove, especially on this night with such a big occasion with obviously Vichai. Like they want to prove to the fans that they love Leicester and put in a good performance.
Yeah, I mean, Jamie, I'm sorry, I'm going to cover your face. How can we cover Jamie's beautiful face? But it is with the boss there himself. What a night tonight down there at Leicester. Obviously, Jamie. 3 years ago tonight, I remember. I think a lot of Leicester fans will remember exactly what was going on. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was outside with Lee Chappers. We'd just finished doing some filming, and we just started to walk back to the cars, and we'd got back to the car park at the Holiday Inn, and then the phone starts going about what's gone on. So and then the following days, so sad.
Yeah, it was a bit of I was a bit of an emotional wreck over them few days, and when we came back as well, it's still, to be honest, it's like it was yesterday or the day before. Yeah. It's still fresh. I know exactly what I did. I still just remember what I did 5-6 years ago, but that day I literally can remember exactly what happened. I wasn't there. I wasn't at the West Ham game. I was here in Alcudia. But I remember exactly. It's just as fresh as like it was yesterday, Phil. It really is.
Yeah.
And even now I'm starting. So let Jono have a bit of a moment, will you? Even now, 3 years later on.
Yeah.
3 years later on, it still affects me this much. I've had a bit of a dodgy day today. It's not been my best day. So, yeah, it's a bit tough. Very emotional.
Jono?
Yeah, I agree. It's a tough. I remember it. It's I remember watching the commentary at the end, and them just saying there's been a crash, and I was glued to my phone for 2 days trying to get up to date with what happened, and I knew it wasn't good, and what I'm thinking there is what he's done, not just to the football club, but to the city. You know, he's put Leicester on the map internationally for, you know, developing a massive new, you know, stadium expansion with a whole new complex. You know, we've won the FA Cup, we've won the Premier League, we've won the Community Shield, we've won, you know, as a team and as a city, we're getting bigger, and that's all thanks to him. He's given millions to charity. He's helped, you know, he's done more to this city than anyone could ever imagine. And he's not just a football club. He's put Leicester on the map. That's what he's done.
I think, Jono, you're spot on there. And Jamie, I think tonight's one of those nights where, of course, it's remembrance. There is a minute's silence before the game, but like Jono said, we're sort of starting to get into the stage now, maybe 3 years on, where, of course, we remember with sadness, but I think there's also joy in your heart as to where he took us and where Top's taking us on. And there's for any of us to, whatever happens to us, to leave a legacy like Vichai has done and still does. Still is.
Well, you've just said it, Phil, haven't you? The legacy he's left, and Top's carried it on. He's just carried on the training ground, the stadium expansion, which I don't think the stadium will be changed name to the Vichai Stadium, but I think it will be one of the stands that new stand will be named the Vichai stand or Kung Vichai stand. But the legacy, you said legacy, he's left a huge legacy. You look at Newcastle. They're the richest club in the world, according to Form now. They're not going to be like us. Their chairman is not going to be like our chairman. They might want to play at it and try and be the same, but they're never, ever going to be a chairman like Vichai and what he has done, and his son, what Top's carrying on with. So, yeah, that legacy is in there, and it's part of our DNA now. Part of our DNA, that is now.
A song for him. What other club sings a song for their owner?
No. Yes. And how Top gets involved with the players as well. The FA Cup, the Community Shield. I've never seen it like it. You tell me another chairman that's been brought on the pitch by players.
He goes
and enjoyed it.
He went to the changing room and cheered on the players every game. No one does that, but no one did that but him.
Yeah.
No,
absolutely. Vichai had a dream, obviously. Ellis says, thank you, boss. Greatest owners, Ian says, ever. I think that's what it is. It's Top in those 3 years. 3 years, can't believe it's been 3 years, but Top
it's flown by, isn't it?
You know, especially for a younger guy as he is, to take it on. I think he can see he's learnt so much, Jono, from his dad, hasn't he?
He's taken his philosophy and continued it. He obviously he's done stuff different, but you know, he knew what his dad wanted and he's continuing their legacy, and he loves Leicester as much as he did. He wants this club to succeed as much as he did, and that showed in the FA Cup. You know, as soon as he held the trophy, the first thing he did was point to the sky. You know, he loves this club as much as his dad did, and he wants to continue. He wants to grow. He wants to put as much money as he possibly can to watch this city and club grow. So we couldn't ask for any better owners at all.
Let's get Ross in because he's clicked in. Sean, don't worry, I'm going to add you in. Ross, let's. We've obviously it's a big night tonight, and it is the League Cup, but it's obviously we've got quite rightly sidetracked onto talking about Vichai. What's your thoughts 3 years on to the day, almost to the hour, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I remember it like it was yesterday. Well, we all do. I mean, I just walking home from work, and then I got the notification, on the BBC News app, and it just said it. I just couldn't believe what was happening, and obviously it don't feel like 3 years ago, honest. And it was, since I'm so down, I was a wreck this morning. I was watching one of the clips they put on like a year ago, and I just got bawling straight away. It's, to a lot of Vichai wasn't just a chairman; he was family. Considering where we were back in 2010, taking over the club and, getting us obviously getting us out of the Championship. It took 4 years, and then saying that, we won't be in, he said, we'll be in Europe in 5 years, and we did it in 2. So it's just such a, not just football, so building the children's hospital, putting money for charity and stuff like that. You don't see that a lot in chairmen these days. Either the odd one or two, but not our chairman, obviously, we're going to be biased to say he's the best chairman. A lot of football fans say they love a chairman like Vichai and Top, and and Top's considered the legacy because Top could have sold the club and he could have gone back, with his family and stuff. But he's carrying on the legacy, and obviously carrying on legacy, winning the FA Cup and the Charity Shield. So obviously tonight, I'd love for us to win the League Cup. That'll be another trophy to the cabinet. We've not won the League Cup in 21 years, so it'd be nice to win the League Cup. I mean, people downgrade it, say, oh, it's just a Mickey Mouse Cup, all this, but it's still a trophy. And back in the day, back in the 90s, we weren't saying that at all. We were saying it was amazing. We got into Europe, didn't we? We played Atletico Madrid, and there we go. Exactly. Red Star Belgrade with the fireworks going off when Taggart scored, and I was at that game as well, the home game. And so, it's things like that, and League Cup to Man City is nothing. Towards that, to me, it means a lot. For people.
Ross, I'd love to win it. I'm like you. I very, very fondly. That was as good as I ever thought football could get. Is playoff finals and League Cup finals. I know we've superseded that, but there's something in my heart about the League Cup. I don't know why teams don't take it more seriously.
I think they should, and I said it to the Brighton fan last night. I think sometimes when teams put out a very weakened side against the little clubs, and I think it's disrespectful. Because they're saying is they're not very good, or we'll just put out a weakened side, and it just really good. I get it, obviously a couple of changes, obviously for league and stuff, but not make 11 changes or 10 changes, or you only won because we played a weakened side. I mean, I want to win the League Cup, end of the day, it gets us into Europe. I think if they'd have lifted the antiques a little bit, if you win the League Cup, you get into Europa League, then maybe people will take it more seriously. I know it's the Conference League stuff, but it's still Europe at the end of the day.
Like Matty says there, Ross.
Exactly, yeah. That is a great point. We've won the FA Cup done, Premier League done, which I didn't expect. Charity Shield, still a trophy. I don't care what anyone says. League that, and also as well, Vardy, Schmeichel, and all Brighton have won all 3 domestic trophies. But it'll be Schmeichel and Vardy are the ones that have won the Championship, as well as the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Charity Shield, and this as well. So I hope we can win tonight. But a very, very emotional performance. Can't wait to see obviously the crowd and stuff, and how amazing it's going to be. So I look forward to it. Look forward to the game and stuff. So
I'm going to add Reedy in as well now. Reedy, good evening. I'm going to ask. I want quick off you, Reedy, and then the other guys. Reedy, is the starting side too weak?
At first glance, I don't think it was strong enough. But then I'm looking at it again. We have got likes of Barnes and Look coming in, and I think there are players that normally would get into the first lineup. Obviously, Bertrand's been in the starting lineup before in the Premier League, so there's a lot of players in there that you would say is a first team starter. So it's a few changes here and there, and I think it's strong enough. And I think obviously with Evans out now, with Bertrand I think he's our centre back tonight. Having him in more of a central role could be the leadership thing we needed tonight instead of Evans.
Jono, what's your take on the starting team?
I think it's brilliant. Gives a lot of players a chance to prove themselves. If someone gets injured, it doesn't. If the players on against team for getting injured, then we go right, more injury issues. But these players, gets them a chance to get out there and show to Brendan what they're for. So, but with the crowd singing and the night that it is, I think they're going to put a good performance regardless of who goes out.
Yeah, Ross, your take on that starting side?
I think it's a good. I haven't seen the. I know Daka's in. Have you got team up?
Yeah, Ward, Daly Campbell, Vestergaard, Solanke, Bertrand, Thomas, Dewsbury Hall, Chowdhury, Barnes, Lookman, and Daka.
I think it is a strong lineup. People will disagree. Everyone always disagrees with everybody. I think it's a good starting line. Let's not forget Daka scored 4 goals last week in the Europa League, which is a massive, massive thing. Barnes would be nice for him to start. Some of these players will want to try and prove a point tonight to say I want to be picked for the for the side for the next game, for the next league game, or games going forward. So I'd say with Dewsbury Hall as well. They've all won a place tonight. Daly Campbell I look forward to seeing full on starting as well. So I don't know what the Brighton side is. So they want to go out they started talking to the Brighton fan last night. They were saying they'll put out a good side as well. So my prediction, I'm going to say 2-1. Hopefully Daka gets a goal. Be nice for him to score again. First Zambian to score in the League Cup this time, hopefully.
First hat trick.
First, yeah, true. I mean, he scored 4. Can he score 5 this week? That will be interesting. But I'm going to say 2-1. I think set pieces we still need to work on. Obviously, we conceded 1 against Brentford. The game against Brighton, set piece, not the penalty. The set piece for Welbeck. So set pieces we definitely need to work on. As long as we can not concede it from a set piece tonight, I'm happy. If we concede a cracker, that's not bothered. As long as we don't concede from a set piece, because that's our main thing. You know, you got Vestergaard tonight, who's about 7 foot tall. You got Soyuncu, but the problem is, as long as Soyuncu tonight, it's not with Evans. How's it going to pan out?
Just before we hand over to Tom, the game is going to kick off in 5 minutes. Let's get Sean in.
I'm going to go. I'm going to go. And I'm going to see you later. Speak to you later. See you all later. Come on, Leicester.
I'm going to add Sean's in. Here he is. Come on then, Sean. Dewsbury Hall is starting, Sean. Are you excited?
Yes, I am.
Do you think he's going to score tonight?
Yes, I think so. About 5. Dewsbury might score in 5 minutes.
Dewsbury Hall score 5 in 5 minutes. Sean, what's your score prediction as well, mate?
4-0.
4-0. Do you know what? It's one of those. Jono, it could go anywhere tonight. I definitely fancy a Leicester win though tonight. Sean says 4-0. If it's 0-0 at full time, Jono, it is straight to penalties, isn't it?
Yeah, straight to penalties. I think it'll be 1-0. I think it'll be quite a slow game. I don't think there might be quite tippy tappy. I don't know, but I reckon 1-0, and I think Daka to score.
I think the crowd's going to help tonight as well. You know,
I'm going to add Tom in because Tom's going to take us through the watch along. I am conscious, Tom, that there is a minute's silence in a minute. So can you just keep us abreast of that? And we will hand over. Sean, just before I let you go, can you give us a massive come on, Leicester?
Come on, Leicester. Come on.
Good lad. I'm sorry it's short and sweet tonight, but we've only done a half-hour program. So thanks to Sean. Teams are coming out. Thank you, Ross. I'm going to hand over now. Thanks, Ross, for joining us.
No worries.
I'm going to hand over now to Tom and Michael. Are you ready to come in? He's giving us the thumbs up. Lads, I'm going to hand over to you. You can take control of the reins. Everybody who has been watching, Tom is going to take you through with Michael. Get as many comments as you can through the game. Tom will get as many up on screen as possible. And enjoy the game. Let's hope it's a Leicester win. I'll see you, Tom.
Cheers, mate. Good evening. And Brighton at home in the Cup. A cup that means a lot to me. Phil mentioned it at the beginning of the programme. It's something, if you grew up watching O'Neill's team, it was all about winning the cup, and it's a cup that we've won on numerous occasions. Let's bring Michael in. He's got kegs and eggs at this time. What's the time in the States, Michael?
It's just about noon, 11:45 and 15 to noon, and then so I've already ate my eggs, and I'm going with the cakes now.
No work today.
Yeah, I'm excited for the cup run. I'm excited to play Brighton so soon after we've played them already and got kind of done by the VAR, in my opinion, with the offsides and interference calls. And but the team does look kind of weak. I wasn't able to say anything when Phil asked the question.
Yeah, I mean, the team we got they're in that team now. Ward, Soyuncu, Vestergaard, Ryan Bertram at the back. Then a 4 across the midfield by the looks of Dudley Campbell, captain for the day, Chowdhury, Dewsbury Hall and Thomas, and then 3 up front. So 3-4-3 by the looks it that the TV are giving us tonight. And look, it's 10 changes, massive. It's a massive change from the weekend. That Soyuncu's the only one who keeps his place. But looking at the team for Brighton, they've made a wholesale change, but they've still got some quality players in there. You know, Aaron Conley's coming back from an injury. Duffy's in there, Webster's in there, Dan Burn is there. They've still got a solid back line for tonight. And it's going to be a tricky tie. But I think after the amount of games we've played in the last 10 days, Man United away to CSKA Moscow, then back up and playing Brentford at the weekend, something had to give. We couldn't keep playing that same team, especially with a game at 12:30 against the Arsenal on Sunday. As the players now will take a minute's silence or a minute's applause, and we will be respectful and join them in with us. And there we go. That was a minute's silence for the 5 people lost their lives 3 years ago to the day in a tragic accident at King Power Stadium.
I wore the shirt I was wearing that day.
And they go to the seat of Vichai with a scarf wrapped over the top, was said forever in our hearts. The message will always be there for every Leicester fan, wherever you are around the globe, that man's a legend, and his son has continued the legacy fittingly, in my views.
Absolutely. I would not root for Leicester City, be a supporter of the club, have visited the country ever if it wasn't for Vichai. And I can honestly say that.
So, yeah, you're probably going to be in front of me tonight, mate. So, you know.
Well, they're taking me right now.
Yeah, I'm still standing on the centre circle. So you are probably about a minute, maybe a minute and a half in front tonight, mate. So if there's any chances, I will let you describe the action to us.
Let's see. Can I pause? Can you catch up?
Yeah, problem is, mate, it's going to be one of those. Mine's going to keep buffering, I think, all night, mate. So I'll let you take the lead with the old commentary. So it happens, be honest, just get it straight out there. But we'll go through the game. And like I say, there's 233 people watching tonight. Guys, like, subscribe. Be great if we could get to the 8K tonight. I think we're only 35 subscribers away for it on YouTube. You can go to YouTube, click subscribe, get the notification. It's free. You'll know when we're live. We do seven days a week. We're live near enough now.
And Leicester City got the ball on the sideline. Ball's out of touch. Daily Camel with the throw in. The ball's back up to the Brighton keeper. I don't know who is the Brighton keeper today.
Steele's in goal for Brighton today, mate. Steele's in goal for them. So yeah,
Brighton's trying to play out from the back, and we're pressing really hard. Dak is pressing the ball in the box, and Brighton clears it out.
Question tonight, mate. We say the team's changed dramatically since the weekend. 10 changes. Only Sancho keeps his place. Who for you tonight's got the opportunity? You know, I look at that team and think, you know, the likes of Lookman, Barnes, and the players who are trying to push to get in the first team. And obviously, with the formation change, we haven't been playing out and out wingers anymore. We've been playing the Ricardo and Cassania wing back men, and that probably doesn't suit Barnes and Lookman as much now. But what's your opinion on tonight's team, and who's the players who have really got to start impressing to get back into the first team now?
Well, I think the first team after the last 3 matches might be close to settled. But Lookman and Harvey, you know, they were a part of the team early in the season. And so they, you know, it's up to them today to get us going forward. Brighton has the ball in the box, across in the box, and Dewsbury Hall is pressing. He clears the ball out, but Brighton is playing the ball around the side and ball into the box, and it's cooked and out of bounds, and we'll get a throw in for Leicester City. Who got the armband today? Hamza Chowdhury. You know, this is his opportunity to, you know, step up and show us what he can do in the middle of the park with this team that's on the field. I'm excited to see this quote unquote second team, B team, junior varsity, whatever you want to call it. Soyuncu's playing a little 1-2, trying to play the ball out the back with Hamza. It almost hits the goal line. Soyuncu saves it, and it's out here Daley Campbell on the touchline. And there's a foul called. Brighton can't believe they have a foul called on them, but we need a little break in the action. But we play it back to Danny Ward. We're still going to play it out from the back, even with this second team.
Yeah, I mean, this second team, mate, like I say, we talk about the second team, and it is, in some ways, the players who have not been playing. Vestergaard, over the last few games, has found himself put back to the bench. But I think with Vestergaard, it's going to take time. He never came in fit. He had no pre-season with us. He came back from the Euros, and he was basically signed for us a week later. He hadn't had any pre-season games for Southampton. He then picked up a bit of an injury for us after about 2 games and missed a couple. So he's going to be one I think Brendan will use in these games. I think Brendan wants to use more in the first team. If I'm honest with you, he will see that
ball up front. Dacus holds it up really nicely with Lookman and back 1-2, but he couldn't get onto it before the Brighton keeper clears it back downfield.
So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting one with Vestergaard. There is something there about him. I've seen enough that he can play the ball. The only thing what concerns me is he's so slow at turn.
He is absolutely plodding. He has the slowest feet, slower than Johnny Evans. It's just amazing. I didn't think it was possible. But again, Hamza playing this double pivot, it kind of looks like with Drewsbury Hall in the middle. I'm going to need Hamza to turn on the ball and not just keep playing 1-2s back with Soyuncu. Drewsbury Hall is pushing the ball towards the center line, and he lets it out to Bertrand. Bertrand over here to Luke Thomas. Luke Thomas drives the ball, and he plays an overlap to Bertrand. Bertrand, his defender, takes him to the touchline. He loses the ball. Brighton clears it out of touch. And about the manager's area, we'll have a throw-in. Graham Potter looking old and grizzled lately. What's up with that?
Old and grizzled. What a saying that is. It's on.
Got a little salt and pepper going on. Ay. It's a packed King Power for a round of 16 League Cup.
Well,
love to see it.
They're talking about 20,000 there tonight. Well, it's not a bad attendance for me. A lot of people moaning, saying, "Oh, it's not many." I always say the fans who can't get tickets, there's your opportunity in these games to go to them. But it's a tricky one. It's a school night, I suppose.
Right.
People don't want to drag their kids out on a Wednesday night when they've got school in the morning. But I'm also on the feeling that, like, for me especially, I can't travel up to the game because of work. I didn't finish late. I finished late today, so I would never have been made it to the game. I didn't finish till 6, and it's an hour and a half.
Oh, Harvey! Oh my goodness, we pressed. They made a mistake in the back. Brighton and Harvey Barnes pounces with a strike from about the line, 18-yard line, and puts it in the back of the net. For Vichai! For Vichai!
Oh, let me get it. Brilliant. I mean, it's 1-0. There's no offside flag. I'm going to check before I press this button, but here we go. 1-0.
Oh, man, the Brighton keeper tries to play a little 1-2. Daka is pressing him, and when the ball comes out to,
just
Burn.
Getting up to it. Here we go. Bit high press. Barnes nicks on the edge of the area and smashes it in the bottom corner. What a finish, Harvey Barnes. Considering he hasn't played recently, that was
like his first touch of the game right there. Really, that was his first touch of the match. Harvey, wow, let's go. I don't know if Brighton was ready for that. I don't think they'll be trying to play out from the back anymore.
No, I do not think they'll be trying to play out from the back. But we know Brighton's game, that is what they always do. There we go. Let's get it on there. Brighton nil. Leicester 1 after, well.
And it's what we need, a fast start. With this B team, we need the confidence in the group. I feel like when we're up, Hamza has a little more confidence, I
would say that the press there from Daka was a start. The goalie tries to play out, plays it between 2 Brighton players. Barnes picks it up, 18-yard, bang on the 18-yard line, no mucking around. He just puts his foot through it and tries to get it in the bottom corner and literally places it in there with a lovely finish. Fair play to Barnes. As he says, he's not played many games recently, and to come back in and put the ball in the back of the net the way he did. Fair play to him.
And the absolute effort on the press. Great.
Just what we needed. Just what we needed. Fine start to the game.
And on TV, it looks like there's a packed house. I like this camera angle. It looks like a packed house. The white scarves.
Exactly for Vichai. Come on, boys, let's do this one tonight. And do you know what? It'd be good if we can get a win with this B team. I'm not going to call them second team, the B team, the lads who are breaking into it, the first team, because it'll do them confidence good knowing that they've won a game without the full strength team in there. Also good for Daka to get some more minutes under his belt. Superb at the weekend when he came on.
Absolutely.
I mean, the pass from Tillemans, I mean, as soon as he was away, you knew where that ball was going. And fair play to Maddison, who's starting to come back to the form. And I'll ask you about Maddison while we're talking about games tonight. He had a frustrating period, the whole COVID gate last year. Well played, Vestergaard, by the way, who steps in, wins the ball, turns back and plays it to Danny Ward. Well played, Vestergaard. We had the whole COVID situation before the West Ham game. Then it came out a couple hours before that obviously 5 players have been there and these 5 players weren't going to be involved.
Including Morgan.
Yeah, wow. Exactly. What's shocking, really. In a point in the season where, we were desperate for a win. We were trying to get into the Champions League spots. And then he had the injury, what he never seemed to really recover from as well. This season, listening to his interview, it was refreshing to hear a footballer actually say, I've told the gaffer that my confidence is shot. It's gone. And to hear that, it's refreshing because you don't hear it from footballers to admit they're not in form and they're admitting that they're having a bad time of it. Goalkeeper makes an awful mistake there. Lookman picks it up, goes backwards, can't find Jubril, but you still keep it.
We're playing some really good football right now.
We're passing it around, mate. So I was going to say with Maddison. I mean, to hear a footballer come out and say that, fair play to him because he hasn't been playing well, and I think Leicester fans were frustrated with the performance of this beginning of the season with him. Now, the last couple of games, especially the Sparta Prague game and the Man United game, Brentford, the last 3, you've just started to see that spark come back from him, in my view. He's been getting the ball on the half turn. He's been looking for that forward pass. He's been making such a difference to the team as well.
Being aggressive, using his whole skill set and being confident when he does it. We have to remember the man's a new father. That's a big life change. And, he's just now getting settled in. It seems like baby's a couple months old. Maybe he gets his routine, how he's going to be a dad at home and get to work and focus on work and also focus on family life. And, maybe he's found when he told the gaffer he didn't have his confidence, maybe he didn't have the confidence in the way his life was going, the way his life routine was going. And maybe now he's found it. He's injury free. He doesn't have to worry about that anymore. And, we might have our old matters back. And I'm excited for it.
Harvey Barnes scored the Leicester goal, mate. No problem at all for that. How are we watching the game? Michael is sending it via his phone to me.
I don't know. Maybe I could do that. Do you have a VPN?
No, mate. I'm already on that. That's what I'm using. There's ways and means around these things. We know this, gentleman.
Yeah, I don't know how Elijah does it. Him and whoever he does it with, he always just sends the feed to them somehow. Maybe it's easier in Canada to the UK. I don't know.
Again, aggressive display from Sancho. Their goal went long, and Sancho bumped from his half up to the halfway line and gets his head on it. Not mucking around today, keeping that high press on what they've done in the last 3 games, and tonight so far.
Absolutely. And there's a picture of Filbert in the dugout with the fans and the players towards the edge of the player area there. That's cool. Love to see Filbert in the suit. I'm actually friends with the guy who wears that suit. Can't reveal his identity.
Secrets. But no, I mean, we're 10 minutes in now, mate. And I'd say, bar the first couple where Leicester looked a tiny bit nervous at the back. It's all been Leicester. Since we got the goal, Leicester have been by far the better teammate. They've passed the ball around better. They've not been sloppy with the play tonight for me.
Daily Campbell playing little 1-2s with Lookman over here. He's looking really good. Looks like he's drilled together.
Massive fan of Dudley Campbell. There's a very, very talented young man there for me. And he says it all that Brendan keeps him in and around the first team as much as he can. Yes, he plays a lot of under-20 football, but brilliant that he's been given the opportunity tonight to have another game, and they rate him. I really think they do rate him. And by the way, I've just seen a picture of Graham Potter. And he's tied himself up.
That one's Soyuncu. Dan Byrne puts a knee right in the small of Soyuncu's back, and Soyuncu is rolling around on the ground. Yikes. I think you'll be okay.
Just hope Daka gets on the score sheet. Yeah, I do as well, mate. But again, it showed me what kind of player he was with his performance at the weekend. You know, how many players who had just scored 4 goals in one game would have turned around and thought, I'm going for goal here. And refreshing to see a man who thinks, nah, do you know what? It ain't about me. I've got Maddison who's made the Lumbursing run to keep up with me, and that's what I'm doing anyway. Daka's that quick. And, I just see what you mean, Matt.
Yeah, it looks bad.
That's a nasty one, that is. That's a naughty one. It's one of those of the, as I like to call it, the dark arts of the old school, sort of like leaving it on the man without making it look like you've done it on purpose.
Absolutely leaves a little something on Soyuncu, only it's a lot of something. And the fans are in full throat with the your S. You know it. I know it. They're in full throat with it. I love it.
I think this is a Daka one. When we first signed him, I honestly wasn't the happiest. Didn't think we needed him having Kalichi, but he's really changed my opinion. But fair play, and I disagree. I think that's it.
We definitely needed a striker, and the way we play, we needed a striker in the mold of Jamie Vardy. So I think it's an amazing signing, a great scouting, and I mean, amazing scouting, really.
Thank you, Fee, for the super sticker. Sorry, I didn't notice it. I just
Fee,
sorting out my feed at this end for the game. Thank you very much. Much appreciated as always, Fee. You know that. But yeah, it's one of those, you know, Daka for me was what I'd seen from the videos. I'd heard bits and pieces before when we were looking at him, but wasn't 100% sure what we were going to get, because coming from the Austrian League is a lot different to coming into the Premier League and doing it. You know, this is a tougher league and it's never easy. How long is Vardy out for? I don't know, mate. There's no one said. I don't see it being long term, because I don't think they would have risked him in the first half away at Brentford if they felt that it was going to be a serious injury to him. So I think it was precaution at half time that he probably didn't think he was having the best game. He hadn't had that many touches.
Well, Brendan had said that he didn't even want to play him in the first place, but Vardy said, I can go. And Brendan said that while he was watching him in the first half, he didn't think he could go. And so he was going to come off at halftime.
What's fair play to Vardy? You know, at least Vardy gives it a go. How many players have we seen in the past? A little knock, I'm not playing today. I'll sit in the stand for this one.
Oh, he crushes a Red Bull and he's ready to go anyway, right?
Red Bull and what was it? What did he have? Red Bull and a brandy or something. He used to be
right in the Snicker bar. Who knows?
Let's just play with the ball around. 15 minutes gone in the game. And, yeah, looking tidy. Oh, Vestergaard gets it caught on his feet, but gets away with it.
It's good to see Harvey out there. It's really good. Hamza gives it away in the middle, and Brighton is coming forward with the ball. It's 4-on-4. The ball's out here to the left side, cross in. Soyuncu clears it out of bounds. Goal, corner kick for Brighton.
Preston are all over Liverpool right now. Interesting. I don't know what team Liverpool put out tonight after their when Salah met Maguire. Oh dear, Harry.
Dear Harry.
Oh dear, Harry. I feel sorry for him.
You
The fridge freezer, just
an armband.
an 80 million fridge freezer, eh? Poor lad.
I feel for him as well. I was in LA for the Premier League Fan Fest this weekend, and so I was around a bunch of Liverpool and Man U fans from all over the United States, and I mean hundreds from all over the United States, and just watched the deflation in a bunch of Man U fans' face. as that game after they came off the Wednesday match where Ronaldo scores in the 90th in Champions League to give them the victory, and then just to have them absolutely blasted by Liverpool in front of everybody on a Sunday night. Was it Sunday night for you guys?
Yeah. Jake asked a question to you, mate. Ask the American where he found his love for Leicester. Here's a question for you, mate.
It's a long story, but essentially I wanted to watch football after the 2014 World Cup. I wanted to watch the best players, and after some research, I realized the best players were in the Premier League. NBC already showed the games here in the United States. And if you look at my Facebook feed from like 2014, 2015, it seems I was searching for a team to root for. And eventually I fell on Leicester and their comeback, trying to come back and stay in the league when they were about to be relegated those last 10 or so games of the season from that year. And I made the decision to fall into the 15-16 season, and the rest is history. Yeah.
There we go. So it sucks you in, mate. Once a blue, always a blue, eh?
It does. It does. I literally stopped watching NFL football to immerse myself into the Premier League and into Leicester City and into the history of the club. I went there twice in like an 8-month span and went to 3 matches. I don't buy the international membership. I buy the actual supporter club membership that everyone else does. I'm in love with the club. I love the football. I love the city, and I love the guys I've met since I've been on here.
There you go. I mean, Steve asked a question, how long you've been watching Leicester? Well, since 2014-15 season, the Great Escape year.
The Great Escape, yeah.
No, I started going down. I went to the old Filbert Street with my dad about 97, 98 was my first full season of going down. Obviously followed bits and pieces of the season before in the playoffs, but was really young at that point. I was only 10. So I started going down when I was about 11 with my dad. He's a big Leicester fan. And then just got hooked on it. And then literally a season later, I got my season ticket, and I've had a season ticket ever. And I was lucky enough to go to the old ground. I always say, people say, oh, we've got a great ground. We have got a great ground, but it will never be Filbert Street. Filbert Street was an incredible place to go down and watch football. The atmosphere in that ground, it was electric at times. And for such a small ground, you could half pack a punch. And being so close to the pitch was amazing. You were literally on top of the goalkeeper behind the goal where I used to sit. It was amazing atmosphere.
Amazing. When I went to Leicester the first time, actually, the guy who wears the Filbert suit, my friend, was taking me around to the other side where Filbert Street was. And I was like, really? There was a soccer stadium here? And he was like, yeah, mate. Everyone lived around here. You could watch the game from your bedroom window. I'll let you call it. I saw it earlier. I didn't want to ruin it. You call it.
Isn't American football just adverts all the way through?
One reason why I don't like it. Absolutely.
In 1998-90, I watched Leicester games at Filbert Street. Ball played back. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Dewsbury Hall.
Daka comes down the sideline and just takes everyone out of the game and lays it off for Dewsbury Hall. You don't even see Dewsbury Hall. He comes into the frame perfectly and just puts it off the crossbar. Come on, mate. You got to put that in the net.
Yeah, Daka leaves it for Dare. Dewsbury Hall side foots the ball back across the goalkeeper with a bit of bend, and it hits literally the centre of the goal on the crossbar. I'd say a foot lower, and that's going in the net, and that would have been 2-0 Leicester. What a run, though, from Patterson Daka. He absolutely left Brighton's right back for dead. He did it. He was treading water.
He was floating. He was out of here.
Oh, mate, he was going nowhere near him.
Oh, wow. Now, Brighton's getting kind of scrappy now. Might start seeing a bunch of fouls. We'll see.
Ball whipped at, punched away, back to Thomas, goes down the line. He finds Lookman, little touch, back to Thomas, whips one in towards the back post. Headed back across goal. Oh, cleared off the line. Vestergaard with the header, and it was cleared back off the line. Hamza Troudy with a brilliant tackle in the middle of the park there. Oh, Leicester could have been 2-0 up, and they had two great chances in the space of
goodness.
about a minute and a half.
Two great chances.
Thomas with a ball whipped to the back post. Vestergaard is going wide, but Sanchez coming in the back post. He's appealing for a penalty. He's not getting anything there. And then Hamza Charzi with a slide tackle literally wins the ball perfectly.
So I was reading some tweets, and it said Graham Potter was going to put out a team as strong as he wants. Brighton, they want to win a trophy as well. They're doing well in the league, and in the football forum, their staff writer who comes on with Pipes and Palmer Atkin was saying that Brighton, they feel like this is their chance to win some sort of trophy. But I think this is our chance to win another trophy.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, I mean, it's one of those. I mean, at the moment, we are probably the team who's been up for the Cups the last few years. You know, we got to the semi-final of the League Cup, only to be knocked out in the 90th minute at Villa Park by Trezeguet's goal. We were very lucky in that game, and we should have had a penalty in the game as well. The FA Cup runs in the 2 seasons before that, both got through to the quarterfinals, only to lose. And then last year to get to the final of the FA Cup and win the FA Cup, So Brendan is a cup man. He's done it enough time with Celtic. He's very good at organising the teams for cup game because he knows how to give them momentum to them, because it's a knockout competition. There's no turning back. So I think we've got a manager who really knows how to get teams through in tight games. And we haven't started well in the group stage of the Europa Cup. Ball goes back to the Brighton keeper. But I still have faith in that Brendan knows how to turn this around, because he'll turn it into, it's a knockout game now. And I think he knew that against Sparta Moscow, that it was a knockout game. If we'd lost that, the chance of us getting slipped through were...
Yes, absolutely. And
I would only give 10% chance if that would have gone through, mate. The 9% chance we would have gone out, and 10% we would have got through. To win that, it really... And then Napoli winning, it's really tightened that group up now.
I think it's... really exciting that we get to play Moscow again in our next fixture in Europe. Oh, great tackle by Dewsbury Hall. Oh, and does he get fouled? They don't call a foul? No? Oh, I'll let you call it. Oh, there's some exciting football going on here. Lippman's playing a lot towards the middle of the field, which is probably his best area in this system, actually. And let Daley Campbell run up and down the sideline here. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, back to Danny Ward, who plays around. Jude Paul sent to the park. Goes back to Danny Ward, and Danny Ward goes long. Fair play, that's what we want to see. Don't look around there. Goes long, try and look for Daka. Daka gets just pulled to the ground. No foul there for me. Play on. Brighton have the ball. And Brighton have had a good season this season. 5th in the Premier League. You know, be 5th in the Premier League early on without having some good results.
They beat us.
They
well, there's
from us. They got the look of the draw, mate, in that game. Let's put it that way. VAR was a very, very interesting day. That was VAR. We've seen decisions gone this season, and you've seen them giving you not, and ball played inside. Round the corner, Lookman plays it back again off his man. Back to Thomas. Jude Bill back to Thomas. Thomas goes backwards, though. Finds Ryan Bertram, who's playing in the back three tonight. Interesting, really, because Ryan Bertram started off as the standout left back in a 4.
He had a couple
he had a very good pre-season. Had a couple of good games, and then for some reason it just didn't really work out. And around the corner looking for Lutman, hoofed away.
Kind of weird. And then I watched the 9-0 Southampton game and watch him just like put his whole foot on Io's calf. And I'm just like, how do we sign this guy? I don't know. But, Brendan knows what he wants in the players, the profile of his player. And so,
I mean, if you look at Bertram, he fits the left back material. He likes the players who can be good at left back, but also like to push forward and overlap. A bit like, exactly what Timmy does, exactly what Ricardo does and Luke Thomas does. I think the only problem at the moment is the formation suits Ricardo and Cassagna to a T. And Cassagna, okay, he's not naturally left-footed. He can do the job on that side, and we've seen that. Play him left or right, he will do a job for you. And he's been up there for my man of the match the last couple of weeks. Oh, Dudley Campbell. Campbell with a little step over around the world. Oh,
yeah, he's feeling good out there. He's feeling good out there. But yeah, Castagna, I wanted to say also, yeah, he's been outstanding on his side of the field the last 2 matches. He's almost been undroppable as well.
I agree. He's the Fuchs replacement. He's that experience in and around the younger lads for me as well. And he probably knew he wasn't going to come here and play every week. I just think at the beginning of the season, there was so many errors going in at the back that Brendan was probably forced to play a more experienced back line with picking Ryan Bertram, Sion Chu, Vestergaard, because Johnny Evans was out. And Johnny Evans is the key to us in some ways. When we play well and Johnny's in there, we look a completely different team. Right, and come forward. Well played, Lookman. Gets a foot in.
I'm just going to let you call the next 40 seconds without saying anything.
Are they going to score, are they? It's probably going to buff them out. It would be nice. Brighton have the ball go wide to the left-hand side. Goes inside. Whips the ball to the post. And Danny Ward catches it. Leicester play out from the back. Bertram has the ball, goes inside and finds Vestergaard. Vestergaard comes forward, plays it back to Danny Ward. Danny Ward will go along here, and he does go along all the way down the middle of the park. Oh, Daka, Lookman side, goes around the corner, finds Harvey Barnes, pass 1, pass 2, chips in the back post. Daka, he can't get his head in it. Oh, Harvey Barnes absolutely skins the Brighton back line.
What a great
ball to the back post. And Daka, he jumps and he just can't jump high enough, and it just goes over his head. If he gets his head on it, it's in the net because the goalkeeper is jumping behind him.
The positions that Daka gets into, the runs he makes, the vision that he has. Oh, I watched his 4 goals against Moscow again. And just the way like he waits on side, or he might get his distance a little bit from the center back when they're not looking. And Tielemans and Madison, they know they've been hitting the through ball so crazy easy. Like 4 goals in 1 match on a bunch of through balls, really. Just finding space and running away from his man. I love the player he is. I really do. Right foot, left foot. I think he had two on each foot that match.
I mean, you mentioned about keeping himself offside, man. In one of those goals, if you look at Nacho, he's 2 of the goals. Nacho runs offside. He's made
Nacho runs offside, and
Daka I've gone too early. I can't get the ball. Where I love Daka. He holds because he knows he's got that yard of pace to go past people. Barnes goes in, and the referee give it a free kick. Just a little shout out to the referee tonight. It's the referee's from Australia. It is his 3rd or 4th game now refereeing. He come over from Australia. He had a very impressive CV over there, and the Premier League are giving him the opportunity to come to ref in the UK for a few games. So great to have him over here. I know he's done a couple of Championship game. He refereed Watford's game against Newcastle. That was his first Premiership game. So no, great to have some experience. We are crying out for good referees because there's not many in the UK. I can tell you that now at the moment.
Well, there's not many at all. There's a referee shortage is the reason why they're importing so much.
The problem is the standard in refereeing over the last probably 5 to 6 years has just disappeared. You know, you could turn up and watch a game, they've got bad rep, but they're a half decent referee. Nowadays, you're looking at the referee before he kicks the ball and thinking it's all about him today.
Absolutely.
We're not playing because it's this referee's going to give this. You're just unsure what you're going to get.
And I have a problem with authority figures anyway, and let alone a bad calling referee. It's like, we're not here to watch you.
Michael is ace, my favorite.
Thanks, Lee. Appreciate it. I love the club. I love Hamza. Hamza's my guy right now. He's wearing the captain's armband.
Yeah, can't blame referees for not wanting to be referees social media. I agree with you. I kind of agree. I think the referee not having any problems because you could make a mistake on a Saturday morning or a Saturday afternoon, and it'd be in the paper on a Sunday, and then that was the end of it. or match day to have a chat about it. That's the end of me now, though. Social media, everything's blown out 10 times out of proportion it would have been. But I think now with the VAR situations, referees are expected to get these decisions right. And for me, some of the ball goes wide, find Dudley Campbell slips and look at him.
Especially the
Burns will come forward, who I'm very impressed with. He's 6'8" and he's a left back. I've never seen a left back 6'8" who moves so quickly and gracefully across the turf.
like a gazelle.
He is, mate. He really does move
Long
around the
strides.
pitch. Yeah, long strides, but he can move really quickly and gracefully get around the pitch. Let's have a look. Can't think of his name, the referee tonight. Let's have a look at the scores. Anyway, Burnley 0, Spurs 0, Leicester 1, Brighton 0. Obviously, Preston 0, Liverpool 0, Stoke 0, Brentford 1, and West Ham 0, Manchester City 0. Ball into the box. Cleared by Vestergaard.
Brighton just put a little pressure on us with the ball moving forward. We're going to have to stand a little defensive, resolute, and Hamza's playing absolutely out of his mind right now. I think he's trying to show off. He's excited for the home fans. He's excited for the cup run. Excited to wear the armband. I love it.
Corner to Brighton, 32 minutes played. Leicester have mainly possession and created most of the opportunities in this half. Can Brighton get anything on this one? Ball whipped in, headed by Duffy, straight in towards Hand, who comfortably saves it. And Leicester will still have the lead 1-0, 33 minutes gone. Lovely corner, played away from Danny Ward. Oh, but Paxton Daka then slips over. Sorry, not Daka. Lookman. Referee said the flags are offside though. Brighton will come forward again. Goes past Hamza into the area, takes a touch, cuts inside, plays a 1-2 to Aaron Connolly, goes backwards, finds McAllister, shoots, takes deflection off out for another corner. Brighton are just starting to turn up the tempo now.
Yeah, they're kind of turning the screws. They're feeling the pressures, you know.
Like a gazelle. You had to say it. Oh dear. Yeah, Brighton have a corner, shot by McAllister, and takes deflection, go over the bar. Ward stands there with his arms up in the air. He's got Connolly around him, but Connolly's not being marked by anyone. We're leaving Aaron Connolly on his own. Was a surprise, really, for me. I like to see if someone's man-marked their player. Ball whipped in, punched away by Danny Ward. Good punched. Carl says Leicester are playing with a fire. Needed to put their foot back on the pedal. Yeah, it's amazing what winning football matches does for a group of players. You know, when we weren't having the luck of the draw, I mean, the Burnley game, we were very unlucky in the Burnley game for me, how we didn't win that game.
Absolutely.
The amount of
all
chance
the calls in the Brighton game too. Yeah,
the Brighton game, yeah, we didn't play well, but we had the better chance in the second half and probably should have got something out of it. A draw would have been a fair result. I said that.
Right.
Ball over the top, runs out for a goal kick. 35 minutes played. Headed away. Like I say, guys, you can get onto YouTube, give us a like, share, subscribe. We're literally so close to the 8,000 mark. It'd be great if we could get it tonight. There's 226. Yeah, what I'm amazed about. Thank you so much for joining us on a Wednesday night for a Carabao Cup time. Or we'll call it the League Cup because I don't like the sponsorship deals.
Absolutely. And if you're in the US, thanks for joining us this afternoon.
time delay. What's the time? What's the time difference?
And if you're in Australia watching your favorite referee, thanks for joining us this middle of the night. Right.
I was going to say, what time is it where you are?
It's just after 12:30 here. Half past noon.
There's 103 watching on YouTube alone. Thank you so much if you're watching on YouTube. We are trying to grow the YouTube platform, so thank you for doing that. Much appreciated. Oh man, we're up to 7,999. We're so close. Literally, one or two, you can click that subscribe button.
That's
we will
crazy.
smash the 8K tonight. We're
I
so
tell my
close.
sister, I'm on a YouTube video with 1,000 views, and they're like, no way. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. Calling the football match.
Fair play.
Oh,
Brighton have the ball.
Oh, he's getting treatment. I think he'll be okay though. I'll let you call it.
Yeah, I was going to say Dak nearly intercept the goalie. I mean, I think you're about a minute in front of me.
My timestamp says 37, 32, 33, 34.
Yeah, I'm 36, 32, so about a minute of difference basically. Ball goes wide, centre of the park. Juba Hall goes across the cover. Still's going, holds the ball up, steps back, ball goes backwards. Brighton still have it. Juba Hall steps in, can't win the ball back, keeps it away though. Ball comes across middle of the park. McAllister again looks for the through ball and goes out for a goal kick. I like McAllister, the New Zealander. Very tight little player, got a lot of skill about him. Hasn't played much game time really for Brighton as he would like, but he's a very talented individual. If he's a gazelle, what is Vestman? Sloth.
No, he's a camel.
Yeah. So why can't you guys show us the live match you're watching? Because we're not allowed to. If we would show a live game of football on here with copyrights, we'd be shut down.
Yeah, the algorithm would see it immediately and just shut the stream down. You can't do it on YouTube. You can't do it on Instagram. You can't do it on Facebook. The algorithm is solid. Actually, the league pays a lot of money for internet security and stuff like that. So
exactly.
To make you buy a ticket to the match or buy a subscription for cable. I have a subscription for cable.
I am in America.
The Premier League, they had a big, TV deal, and that TV deal was international. So once the Premier League got in, the teams, in the club competitions, they had to get in too. So UEFA or the Carabao Cup is exclusive to ESPN. I can watch any match I want live, and I can watch the replay about 10 minutes after the match is over on ESPN Plus. It cost me $5.99 a month. It's not bad. Yeah. I always feel bad for my friends in the UK who can't watch the match because it's so accessible for us at such a low price, it seems, where they were talking about charging per game to UK residents to watch. That's, to me, just crazy.
I might have found a better link, mate. I'm up to 39 and 18 seconds.
Aye. Well, it's 40, 11, 12.
Yeah, not far behind you. I'm still about a minute, but hey,
I think I can.
Picture's better there on this one, and it's not buffering, so I'm happy.
Can I pause it? I can't pause it.
It's fine, mate.
I'm on 40:29 with the pause.
49. So I'm 39, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just counting here just for random. 7, 8, 9. Oh, priceless.
We should have done this in the beginning.
We should have done it at the beginning. Ball goes out of play. Dudley Campbell comes to take a throw. We're up to 17, 18, 19, 20. What are you on, 29?
31.
25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Play.
Yeah.
Dudley Campbell takes the throw. There we go.
There we go. All right.
Until my end buffers, eh? Oh, priceless.
And I can pause. So whatever buffers, we can fix it. That's for you, Vichai.
Oh, you top man. Now we're into the final 5 minutes here of this half, and Leicester still with the league. Leicester probably should be further in front, in my opinion, being by far the better team in this game. They've created by far the better chances. I mean, if you're the Brighton, you're probably looking at your goalkeeper, think, what was he doing for the goal? It's an awful pass out, really, straight between two Brighton players, who then break. Just to get lucky, bro. Bertram tries to step in and doesn't win the ball. Brighton come down, play the ball through the middle of the park.
Hamza.
Yeah, Hamza steps in again. Hamza's had a good game tonight. Done the basics well. In that middle pivot with Jupiter Hall, they've been very, very disciplined for me. They haven't gone gung-ho and thought, we're just going to fly forward. They're doing their jobs. Daka steps in trying to win the ball. Lookman then comes to close down and Leicester start the press again on the halfway.
And they're holding a really good shape. I love it. Bertrand's holding his own in this back three.
He is on his own.
Danny Ward looks like he may be doing a little time wasting to get to the half.
Well, it's quite funny. I was listening to, looking at stories on the weekend. Brentford fan moan at Casper for time waste.
They said he was time wasting from like the
half
50th minute.
From like 10 minutes in, 20 minutes in after we scored, he was time wasting. Hold on, every team does it nowadays. The day of a goalkeeper just go and get the ball, pick up and kicking it, gone. It's about game management, and that word gets used a lot, but it is down the left, right. Oh, Daka tries to find Barnes, can't, but Lookman keeps the ball, goes backward, loses it on the last investment, clears. Hamza steps in again. Well played, Hamza Traoré, the captain for the night.
Yeah,
captain performance so far from me. I mean, but looking at it, coming up to half time, for me, man of the match in this half, you're probably looking at Daka. I think his runs off the ball have been brilliant tonight so far.
Pressure on the back line created the goal.
Hamza's been brilliant as well in the middle of the park. Been really disciplined in that holding midfielder's role, and especially for a young man getting his first game as captain for the club, a club that he's grown up for since the age of 8. Ball headed back, you ain't going to get the ball over big Dan Burns in that crossfield turn.
He's probably worn the armband for the under 23s a couple times as well. So it might not be a position he's unfamiliar with.
Oh, dear.
But this second team is looking really good, competing with Brighton's second team.
Smash those like, guys. Get us up to 100 today. This is Jamie. Give us a subscribe. Let's get us to 8K on YouTube. Let's help grow.
Do it for Kun Vichai. This guy, he's grabbing his knee and he's not rolling around. It's Dan Burn.
It's Dan Burn who's gone down. Let's have a look. I mean, it was, Dan Burn's gone up for a header.
Campbell
went into the back of him, and the referee didn't even give a free kick there. It seems a bit innocuous. I mean, he's no more than what he did.
Right to stunt you.
Yeah, I think it's just the way he's landing, mate, if I'm honest with you.
Right. Yeah. I mean, usually the player, if they grab their leg and they're all rolling around on the ground, then I'm like, oh, they're faking. But he didn't roll. He didn't move. He grabbed his knee and he was like, that hurts.
Yeah. Let's hope he's not serious. He's just pinched a muscle or something.
The camera crew goes to Harvey Barnes and they show Harvey, because the same thing happened when Harvey went down. He wasn't rolling around. He was just like, it's over. Something happened. And he scored the goal. So they were showing him doing that as well.
There we go, guys. I'm going to put it on there and see it. 8K. It's a bit
blurry. We're up there.
8K. Someone's put it, boys.
We're official. Woo! Let's go. Oh, 3 minutes of added time.
Yeah, as we're into that now. Probably a bit more time added on. Obviously, Dan's burned down, but yeah, we have made it. We are up to 8,000. Thank you to everyone who's done it tonight. Brilliant. Don't you put it on there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll be banging on. The next target is 10. We're keeping them at 9, but I've said we can get to 10 by the end of next year. I'd love to get to next year with 10K. It'd be amazing to finish the year off 10K next year. A long way to go. 2 more thousand is hard to find, but we're out there. We're out there, and we are growing.
Yeah, we got to find them somewhere. They are out there, though.
They are hiding. They're just hiding away.
They're definitely out there.
Don't be ashamed to be a Leicester fan, eh? Be loud and proud.
When I went to LA because they did NBC does this Premier League Fan Fest event where they take their show, their studio show to a city, do it outside. They'll have like a little events for the kids and family. And, they'll have Alan Shearer was there. I've met Alan Shearer. They had Tim Howard and some other players, that do the commentary here in the U.S. And I met Leicester fans from all over the United States this weekend. People that are from Leicester, people whose dad's from Leicester, but they came here in the 80s and they've been, getting on the internet to watch football the last, 20 years. And now they can't believe that Leicester has so many fans. I met those people this weekend. It was amazing. So those 2,000 are out there. They're out there.
Jack says, how we doing? We've done well. We've done really well, mate. Just need to put our chances away. We've had some very good chances, and a bit frustrating that we're only 1-0 up.
Danny Ward.
Been very frustrating, but we're dominating this game. Shot from McAllister, tipped over the crossbar by Danny Ward. What a save, my son! What a save!
No.
This, if I'm going to describe it for the fans watching tonight, this is very much the save that Caspers made last season in the home game against Wolves when Ruben Neves tried a bender. This was a bit closer to to Danny Ward than the corner, but it's still a fine save. Oh, this isn't going to sound good, is it, Mike? Have they scored Have they just scored before half time? Ball comes in. Header from Duff, and ball trickles into the net.
Trickles in. It's just like everyone's watching it around. I don't know. After a spectacular Danny Ward save, the ball goes in just like bloop, 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 bloop.
And it's 1-1 as we will go to half time by the looks of it. Disappointing there. I mean, ball whipped away again. Duffy gets just enough room away from Chowdhury. He heads the ball down. It's not incoming award. And then it literally, Webster just gets free and trickles it into the bottom corner.
I mean, Vestergaard was there. He had good pressure on the guy who did make the initial header. I think he even got some on it. And Leicester's not done with this half, though. Daka! Oh, what the fuck? Oh,
I think someone's just told me we might score a goal. Daka on the edge of the area. Lookman finds Daka. He does a little step. Oh, he goes back inside. Closed down again. Lookman goes down. Lookman! And Lookman has scored.
I thought it was Daka.
Oh, what a Brighton playing about. After getting a goal to make them equal at half time and looked like it was going in at the break of 1-1. Well, what can we say? Brighton have absolutely gifted this one to Leicester. And Lookman, who will nip in for his second goal in the season, his second goal in the League Cup, will give Leicester lead at half time. The ball's in the edge area. Daka tries to step it. He goes backwards. The Brighton player plays it back to the goalkeeper, but it's weak. It's so weak.
Make it to the goalkeeper.
It doesn't even make about a foot away from him. And Lookman reads it and runs onto it and slides the ball under the goalkeeper and into the far post. And as we enter the half time near enough, I don't know if we were time to kick off. It is Leicester City 2, Brighton.
Wow.
And that will be the half-time score. Leicester City 2, Brighton 1. A game where Leicester should have been cruising in, have had the better chances all game. And then just for half-time, after Leicester went in front from a poor goal kick by a Steele straight into Barnes. Barnes passed in. We thought we were going into break at 1-1 after Webster had equalised. But no, a poor back pass, a shocking back pass by the Brighton player. And Lookman reads it. Vardy, yes, reads the play, runs onto it and slides into the bottom corner. Let's bring
miserably hot.
Reedy in.
Yeah, bye.
Reedy, gone. Hey.
Let's go!
Really, I'll hand over to you for the next 15 minutes, but I'll drop out, mate, for a break.
Yeah, no worries, mate. See you in a bit. So, guys, how was that first half? Sorry, what a brilliant first half that was. Looked dull just coming into half time, and then Mr. Adio Lookman, what a beast! Gets the goal, gets the read, gets the goal, goes 2-1 in to second half. What a brilliant start to the second half coming in. Guys, appreciate you coming in. I'm watching the watch along. Just seen Mint, nice. Lee, did you go to the league final against Tottenham? No idea. Keegan, you commenting? We have what a game! What a start to the game. To be honest, yeah, we've got Dak is playing well. Lookman's got the goal to get us in the lead. I think Charge is playing quite well. We're being a lot more aggressive than I thought we'd be. Stephen, welcome. Yeah, we're being a lot more aggressive than I thought we were going to be, and what a performance so far, I think. There you go, Fee. Thank you for the super chat, mate. We'll get Jono in. How are you, mate?
You heard about yourself?
I'm good after that anyway, yeah.
Yeah, we're really good for the first 30 minutes. We fell asleep, got, over complacent, equalised, but then, they tried to sit the back and wait for the whistle, but Lookman wasn't asleep. Lookman was awake, and he got the goal. So yeah, good first half.
Oh, I'm just glad because, like I say, we're going in 1-1. Maybe it could look a bit of a different story, but being 2-1 now is a lot better situation for us. I wouldn't say we're going to defend the game out, but we probably looked a lot more. They would have looked a lot more dangerous against us if it was going into 1-1 into the half. But just to note, when I was on the fan yesterday, we're Brighton fan talking to them, they were saying they're not a fan of Lookman, and the reason being is every other team he's played for has scored against Brighton, and again today he scored against them again. It's just a curse for them now. But yes. Congrats on hitting all new subscribers. We have AK, please subscribe to get us to 9L. Not sure, but yes, we'll keep it going. Shades of the Man United match there. Yeah, exactly. The pressing that we're doing this game, for me, I'm shocked how we're pressing. The first goal, we pressed so well, even from the Daka kind of run. Got the ball, just got to the keeper, and then they kicked it out. Just made it's pretty much like two big mistakes that they made. So I'm not gonna complain. Probably isn't the best of chances, but the good finishes. That's all I'm gonna say. Steve Black, it's pretty solid performance. Players wanting to impress Rodgers, exactly. And there was someone saying, one of the commentators saying about Barnes not getting into the side the last few weeks. And for me, it's not like he's been dropped. It's just because the formation we've been playing, he's not been able to fit in. And he won't want to play more of a striker position. He won't want to play more of a centre forward kind of centre attacking midfield style of play. So, and he's not going to play on a winger when we're playing three at the back. So for me, he's not going to fit in. So he's not been dropped. He just can't fit into the team.
Yeah. Well, this is the advantage of having all these different players we've brought in. We get to change tactics. Unfortunately, players do get dropped. We do change tactics, but when cup games. We have cup games where we've got a big game coming against Arsenal in a few days. So we have the opportunity to bring players in, and this is opportunity for Barnes to play. And he's proven to Brendan that if he needs an option, he's there because he's playing brilliantly. So players even like Chowdhury, I think he's done he's made some brilliant tackles. He's made a few mistakes, but he's been getting involved. And Lookman has been good. Daka's been really good. Constant pressure. He reminds me of Vardy from 3 seasons ago. Constantly irritating the defence.
The thing is, there was times in this season already where we were saying, why is Daka not getting a chance? Why is he not getting to the team or even into the as a sub? And for me, it's just waiting for the moment, and it's happened. Give him a chance when Vardy's getting a bit slower. He's had a few goals, had God games under his belt. Drop him out. bring someone on who's new, a lot faster in the game for that sort of time in the game, and he's showing how good he actually is going to be. And people are saying people were disappointed when he didn't get goals from when he was starting. Obviously, he got 2 goals versus QPR in the pre-season, 4 goals now in the Shakhtar game, not Shakhtar, Spartak game, and then a goal against United. And then again, he's looking good. I just want him to score now, because if he keeps scoring, he's not going to stop. And he's just, like I say, he's just so fast and he's so direct and aggressive, and that's what we want to see in him, because obviously he's going to be the new Jamie Vardy when Vardy does eventually retire. So
he's coming at the right time. He's Brendan knew what he was doing. The assistant manager knew what he was doing. Don't bring him straight away to the Premier League. Let him understand what the sort of pressure is, what it's like. Ease him in, and then once they know exactly when to bring him in, and when he brought him in, he's made an instant impact. He's being a nightmare, and I think Vardy being in the squad just enough time to give Dak a lot of confidence, a lot of good advice about, because Vardy's not just a good runner and good at taking the chances. He's very clever. He knows he understands the game very well, and I think Dak needs that, because yes, sometimes Dak's inexperience shows, but no, definitely we find a good replacement for Vardy when he just retires. So I think he's brilliant.
Yeah, and like I say, for me, I can't really understand the game completely because I'm not there. But for me, we don't look like we're playing bad at all. And obviously, the amount of players we dropped today, from the league, it doesn't seem like we've changed in the tactics or how aggressive we are. We look like a team that we probably could beat a team in the Premier League with this sort of squad. Like I say, Chowdhury's not that much different to Ndidi or Sumare with how he plays. Just more of a basic, it's just a DM, complete DM, and no one gets past him. And there's so many players that, Vestergaard, he's played well as well. People are saying that he's a human lamppost, but for me, he's just stuck out his job. He's done his job well, and he's doing well.
Yeah, I think it's not going to be as cohesion as the main first 11, because it's they're constantly playing, that relationship isn't there. But we're saying that I don't think players played really unwell. Kieran Drisby Hall has been unlucky. I think he's really trying to impress Brendan that he's a good player. Everyone's giving a good effort. Sunji's playing really well. Ward, that fantastic save from outside the box to give them the corner. That was a brilliant save. So everyone's playing well. Their goal was unfortunate. It came off Vestergaard's head, and it landed for him. It happens. You can't help it. But I think Brendan needs to tell them that don't fall asleep, because if they fall asleep, that happens. Just keep the pressure on, keep playing their game, and we'll win.
But again, I think you said it before the season started. I don't know if it before the stream started. It was you or Ross saying about set pieces again. We've conceded to another set piece. It's another set piece that, yes, it wasn't from a direct header, but it came down to his foot and someone just tapped it in. We should be kind of either getting a guy on the line or doing something to just stop them easy tappings going in, really, from a set piece. But I think we are going to be trying to improve on that sort of thing. But yeah, is Tom ready? Tom and Michael ready to come back in, or? Yeah, here he is.
Michael's not quite ready.
How are you, Tom?
It's a good half. I thought we played very well. I thought we were very lucky to be 1-1 at half time. We would have been. I think Dak had a couple of good chances. Barnes had another good chance. We were playing the better football. We were still conceding silly little errors at the back again. But it's very, very unlucky if it being 1-1 at half time. In my opinion, they get a bit of a weak headed down by Burns, and the ball falls straight to Webster in his path, and he rolls it on the floor into the back of the net. And I was sitting there thinking, how is this game 1-1? They haven't really created that much. Danny Moore's made one fine save right at the end of the half from McAllister's shot. But generally, we've done all right tonight. And for making 10 changes, that says a lot about the team and where their confidence is at the moment, that winning 3 games is breeding confidence through the whole of the team. The pivot of Chowdhury and Drisby Hall's worked well tonight. Chowdhury's been very disciplined about where he's been going and what he's been doing. We all know he likes a strong tackle, but he's refrained himself from doing any of them so far. And being captain tonight, fair play to him. He's been brilliant for me, Chowdhury in the middle of the park.
Yeah, like I said, sorry, you go, Jono.
And what this shows me is that, you know, we've been crying out for a decent backup, and this is basically our second squad, and they're performing well. You know, every player's competent at playing in the first team, and you know, I think we've got a good backup.
I mean, for backup for me, you still got to talk about the players who's not in there, and you're talking about James Justin's not far away, Fofana's not far away, and Diddy's still not in there.
One season you've got no one, and then next season you've got too many people to choose from.
And on the fringe of that, you've still got the likes of Dudley Campbell, for me, who looks a very good prospect to come through in the ranks on that right-hand side. And Dewsbury gets another run out tonight. And I think Dewsbury will be probably a little bit disappointed he hasn't played as many minutes in the Premier League this season like he thought he would, but he's got to take his chance in these games and keep what he's doing. He had a great effort that hit the crossbar. He probably should have scored from that position. Daka's flying and destroying defenders by the looks of it again tonight. Their right back cannot get near him. So keep that up, Daka, and let's see where we go in this half. Maybe another goal, and then maybe make a couple of changes and freshen it up and keep Daka ready for the weekend against Arsenal.
Yeah, I say there's another big game coming up, but actually we need to get through this game first. We're 2-1 up coming into the second half. Like I say, it's a lot better than 1-1. So I just hope we can keep the winning, winning score as it is. But yeah, that's fine. Right, I will let Tom go. Sorry, keep going. So yeah, I'll drop myself out and
cheers, Rudy.
See you in a bit.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. And we'll bring it USA. Our USA correspondent Michael back. We're back. We hit 8K by the way. Again, over the moon. 8K on YouTube. Brilliant. Fee says Barnes and Lookman tonight. Yeah, Barnes and both looking sharp in what we needed. The Vanti Dudley Campbell, not Dudley Campbell. Tom, I think he's left with Holloway. Yes. DJ Campbell. God, I remember him.
There you go. DJ Campbell. There we go.
DJ Campbell back in the day. He was an interesting player. Who scores, gents? Barnes and Lookman, the two players who have been on the fringes after changing formation in the last two games, have come in and shown why they should be in around the first team. Suddenly, Lookman scored the second. Sydney Lookman scored the second.
Manapia Lookman. That's who it is.
Fee says, I'm wearing that scarf, Michael. Fair play. Fair play to you.
Here's Fee. I had to change the scarf. Somehow I got these two scarves. The year that after the accident and the year the accident happened. My contacts sent me one. Sent me two.
They are scared of Daka's pace. Of course they are. I think any team's going to be scared of Daka's pace. They're scared of Vardy's pace, and Vardy's slowing down, as they say nowadays. As Jamie's put in there, pointing out there.
Likes.
Give us a subscribe. Help us get to 9K now. He's already started the target. He wants us to 9K. Grow on YouTube. Thank you, Jamie. It's the Jamie fan club, who's now in his winter hours. Let's just remember that, gents. He now starts at 10 o'clock on the winter hours in Alcudia, Michael.
Yeah, I was like, what's that?
It's now a 10 a.m. show instead of a 9:30 one. That extra 30 minutes of preparation time, as he calls it, eh?
Absolutely.
Thanks, Jamie. He knows I care. But we will do, I've said it, we will do a live show from the Fox's Arms in Alcudia at some point.
I want to go so bad. I didn't even know about Alcudia before I started watching Leicester Fan TV, but it seems like an awesome place to go.
Jack says the Vardy Daka thing reminds me of Lightning McQueen and Jackson Storm from Cars, the movie. That's an interesting one. I like that. Michael's celebration. It was crazy. They were in Napoli game. Oh, and we're off to the watershed nearly now, so we can accept the language a little bit.
I had to run away because I was going to curse so many times. Like, oh my God. I was so excited. So excited.
The Brighton players are out for the second half already, warming up. waiting for Leicester to re-emerge. We're late on this one. We're up to nearly.
Harvey and Daka working out what they're going to do when they get the ball. Love to see it. I love to see it. We have a lot of pace up front, and Daka. There's those two stats on FIFA. There's speed, and then there's the other stat, acceleration, and that's from 0 to top speed. How fast do you do it? And Daka, that's why he stays on side, because he knows he can reach the top speed faster than the defender can turn around and reach his top speed. And oh my goodness, he's Vardy's replacement. If he scores like he did at RB Leipzig, and he's done the last week, we might not be able to hold on to this player.
As the players come out for the second half, I'm probably delayed. I think Michael's pro game has kicked off.
And the whistle blows for the kickoff.
Yeah, leave it go, mate. We'll catch up in a minute. It looks like there'll be a sub for Brighton, though. They're going to bring on their own Zimbabwean player.
That's right. They have his I can't say.
Inake
Mwepe.
Yeah, Mwepe.
The Zambians are really excited about him as well, actually.
Yeah. Daka's teammate, international teammate for Daka, now into the picture for Brighton.
And as a Black American, I'm just really excited to see the Africans that are in the side for Leicester City. I just, it's another attraction for fans like me to Leicester City.
Jono, spot on, mate. The lads need to absorb and love the emotion from the fans and carry what they are doing. Do it for Vichai, keep the dream going. Exactly. Let's get another cup. And also, let's remember this. If Jamie Vardy was to win the cup, him, Schmeichel, would be the first Leicester players to complete the English domestic, all the competitions. So they'd have the Premier League, the FA Cup, Community Shield, and the League Cup.
A quadruple.
Quadruple, as well as the Championship trophy as well in there. So 5 trophies. But a long way to go to get to the final. Yes, a few more games in this one, but still got 45 minutes as Leicester come forward. Barnes loses out the trot switch play. Crowdy steps in though. Can't win the ball on this time.
So Brighton's going to try to still play this high press. Danny Ward plays it long. What's your timestamp at?
46 and 8 seconds.
Okay. I'm at 46:38.
Yeah, that's fine. We're not that far apart, mate. We could deal with that delay 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Ball back to Danny Ward. Danny takes his time. Marshall's where he's going to play the next ball. And Brian not even close him down. Danny Ward can stand in for the next 40 minutes if he wants. He finally goes along as a Brighton player closes down. Barnes flicks it on. Oh, we can't find Daka, and luckily Daka was coming back into it.
Vestergaard, what the hell? So Yanshu saves. Nice. Saves a nice drop in.
Yeah, Sancho clears out for a corner kick. Great play, Sancho. Sancho started to get a bit of form back recently. He had an unbalanced start to the season. He was playing out of position for me. When he plays on the right side of the defence, he does not look as comfortable as it was when he plays on the left-hand side. Tonight, he's playing on that right, because obviously Bertrand's playing on the left with Vestergaard in the central role of the 3. But he doesn't look as comfortable for me on that right-hand side.
Oh! Also, he can't do his Cruyff turn from that side, which he loves to do.
Oh, happened. Ball headed away. Ball flicked back. Cleared. Lookman takes a touch. Loses the ball. No, he keeps the ball. Daka plays it in behind Harvey Barnes. Oh, he can't get onto the end of it. Leicester could have broke, though. They got the ball right. Unlucky by Daka. Just overhit that pass. Barnes was making the running behind, by the way, and he was going.
He was out. Yeah, that was a great run. These guys were talking about what they're going to do in the tunnel. But we're looking for the goal. Daka. Oh, I like this. I love this guy.
Yeah, wins the ball back. Daka comes across the field, finds Barnes. Barnes switched it to Thomas. Thomas plays down the line back to Daka. Leicester's moved it from right to left. Daka skins his man, gets pulled to the floor. There's got to be a card.
Oh,
There's got to be a card.
The confidence in Daka right now. He is playing like he belongs.
Daka's even asking the referee, where's the card? He's done him. 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 He's away. And he's pulled him blatantly down. And there's not even a card there.
Oh, I love Brendan is giving Hamza the instruction, and Hamza takes it out to the. I love it. I love it.
I'm very surprised at the referee there. That's poor for me because Daka, if he gets away from him, he's going down the left-hand side. He would not say he's clear through on goal, but for me, it's denying an opportunity there. Mm-hmm. The grass was free, and as quick as Daka is, he's going to get into the box there and have a good opportunity to either have a shot at a tight angle or pull it back. Very poor refereeing there for me. They should have been a yellow card. I don't like to see the players doing that, though, for me. That's one thing I don't like to see. You know, even Leicester players, don't wag the imaginary card. Let the referee do it if he's going to give it. But let the fans get on the back there, because that should have been a card for me every day of the week.
Absolutely. In the Premier League, that would have been a card for sure.
Watching from Bulgaria. Come on, Leicester. Thank you.
Cheers from Bulgaria. Nice. There goes one of the 1,000 the
we're looking for. Time for Vardy and Casper to conquer Europe.
Vardy's not even in the squad today, is he?
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah.
Working well, ain't it, Tom? Yes, it is working very well, sir. Thank you for the little tip off. It's who you know in this day. It's who you know, eh? Following from Zambia. Thank you to one of our Zambian fans. We are growing. Another one following from Zambia. You all love Daka. We all love Daka.
We love him. It seems that he loves Leicester as well.
Liam Ward, it's on iPhone. There we go. People might see. Winky, winky.
During lockdown, I could, because I pay for all the subscriptions. Yeah. It's so cheap here, but I would stream with someone in the UK on Zoom so they could watch it, because they were treating you guys like crap during the lockdown. I was like, wow.
Vichai had a dream. He's definitely watching us tonight. Definitely. Hashtag the boss. Definitely he's over us tonight.
Absolutely. This is the cup that we have to win underneath his
Simon Daka. Following from Zambia, home of Patson Daka.
Let's go.
Jamie says, give us a subscribe. Helps get us to 9K on YouTube now, guys. If we could get that, that'd be amazing. If we get that before Christmas, it's gonna be hard. We'll try. Ball. Lookman runs down the middle of the park. Switched it right. He'll find Campbell. Campbell takes a touch. Comes into the box, plays it low and hard. Ooh, can't go anywhere. Comes backwards, edge of the area, chips one towards the back post, smashes Burn in the head, who's now fell. Oh, what's that? He smashed Werner in the head, who's now been knocked out. He got hit that hard. Anyone thought Tyson Fury was on the pitch at that point? Oh, dear.
When you don't want to head the ball. Bing! Oh, right in the face.
Ooh, that was a good question there. Who do you think we would have signed if we didn't find Daka? I mean, there's a few players. I'll be honest, there's a lad up at Stoke called Campbell. He's a 18-year-old striker coming through the ranks. He had a nasty injury actually last year where I think he did his ACL. Or broken leg. He's been out. He's on the bench at the weekend for them. He had a very, very good prospect up there who I'd said we should have been looked at. Very similar to Vardy, a bit taller than Vardy, but very, very quick and pacey. Very much about.
Did we sign Daka because Edouard was gone?
I think the Edouard deal was there and thereabouts in time, but I think they wanted more money than Leicester were willing to pay. I think because of Brendan being at the club, they wanted the full 25 to 30 million, and they weren't. That's the name I was looking for.
And what do you think about Ivan Toney?
Tyrese Campball, and that's the reason we didn't sign a word, because we weren't going to pay that money. And in the end, they sold him to Palace for 15 million, ball in behind, shot on goal, comfortably saved by Danny Ward. No offside flag by the looks of it either. What's a bit surprised about?
Do you think we could have got Ivan Toney if Brentford didn't come up?
I think if Brentford, he's miles offside.
Yeah, he was off.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think if Brentford had come off, it would have player we probably would have gone and looked at. He's a talented young man. I've got a feeling, though, in January, depending where Brentford is and depending where Newcastle is, I've got a feeling that he might go to Newcastle. He started at Newcastle. He was in their school ranks and he came through the ranks there before getting released. So
okay, I didn't know that. I was thinking, why would any player go from London to Tyneside? But okay.
Yeah, he came through. Looks like Madison's going to go and have a warm up then. We are 54 minutes in, nearly 55 now, and Brendan thinks it's time for a change in the middle of the part. If we're honest, Brighton had come out the second half and had a lot more of the ball. Leicester.
You know, I would like to see Samari.
Yeah, you need someone to shore this middle of the park up, mate. I mean, Jubilee's been very quiet, if I'm honest with you, tonight. He's done all right. He's done his job well as a defender, but we haven't really seen him going forward enough for me. So
I would like to see Samari, because in the beginning of the season, it was the talk was he wasn't fit. He needed to be game fit. And what I've seen from him the last 2 or 3 games is that his confidence has grown. If you've seen Daka's 4th goal, I believe, from Moscow, Daka picks up the ball in the opposition in our box and then shoves off his man and brings it all the way and lays it off to Madison, who gives it to Daka for the 4th goal. I think he's found his confidence. I think he's found maybe his gas. So I'd like to see him just to maybe.
He says, how is Daka and Lookman playing tonight? Both of them playing very well.
Fabulous.
Both of them playing well. Daka's been absolutely scary down the right-hand side and coming into the middle of the park. And Lookman's got his goal by playing it off the mat and getting in behind. A few more.
Lookman likes to play in the middle, even though he's scheduled to play outside. You always look and he's right in the middle of the park.
I'm hooked on you, guy from Alaska. Doing great work. Cheers, much appreciated. Johnny says,
where's Lusaka? Where's Lusaka?
Milan, but really happy we found Daka. He's the superstar. Ball in again into the box. Brighton come finds the edge of the area. Shot comes in and deflects wide. Brighton are currently really
through.
Campbell playing well. Campbell is playing well, mate. I like Campbell. Talented young man, and he might not get loads of game time, but when he does play, he played against Brighton in the cup last year. Good block by Jubilee. Another corner, conceded before half time from a corner. The big men come up: Webster, Dunk, Byrne. Sorry, not Dunk, Duffy and Byrne. Dunk's on the bench for Brighton tonight. Remember. Ball whipped in, headed away by Sanchez, fouled in the box. The referee doesn't give it, and it's another throw to Brighton. Interesting. I thought there was a foul on Sanchez in the box.
Yeah, the referee today is just, I don't know if he's got his whistle stuck in his throat. He can't get it out. What's going on? But we're not getting the calls that we expect to get from time to time.
Well, I think for me, I always say it's consistency. Referees in the day and age, they're just not consistent enough.
Yeah, let them play or be so strict. Like, be one or the other, but don't be picking and choosing which fouls, because then the players don't know what to do. You know, they're always going to play 100% and as hard as they can, but he might be hesitant to stick a foot in, you know, and just, I don't want my players to be hesitant to stick a foot in. I want them to always put a foot in.
Exactly.
And Hamza always puts foot in, but you know,
yeah, Lookman puts his foot in there.
Yeah. Okay, maybe Harvey might need a break. I think Madison.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it now, we're coming up to the 55, nearly 60-minute mark, and you think half an hour to go. What can they change, really? If you're looking at Barnes, hasn't really done much in this half. Lookman hasn't really done in this half, mate. So it'd be interesting to see where they make the change now, because
looks like Mindy and Madison.
Yeah, Mendy and Madison will come on. Papa Mendy can only play
Look, he just walked straight off. He may be hurt, or is he talking to the?
No, he's out. So off will come at number 5, Ryan Bertrand, by the looks of it. Yeah, Bertrand jogs off, so it'd be interesting if we're going to change shape here and go to 4 at the back. And on will come Papa Mendy into the middle of the park. Well, I think that will be the case. I think we're going to go 4-3-3. And on will come Madison, and off will go Dewsbury Halls, he's had an hour tonight. He's done all right at times.
He's played pretty well.
He has played pretty well. I think he'll be frustrated about some of the stuff he's done, but there's other parties, and as Madison gives the instructions to Barnes and say what needs to be done, and I think he'll be telling him no certain terms that give me the ball, let me get you in behind, and let's cause any problems. Because I think Brendan probably thinking the last 15 minutes of coming out since half time, it's been all Brighton.
Look, Madison's already putting a good touch on the ball.
Round the corner, Lookman gets the ball, goes past his man, finds Barnes. Barnes will go to Thomas.
Whoa! I love the football. Let's go.
That's it. Little 1-2s into the box. Lookman to Barnes. Lookman shoots, deflected back. Vestergaard, the tank, gets the ball, knocked off the ball way too easy. They have the break though. They'll go wide. Down the right hand side they come. Brighton are breaking on Leicester. Mendy comes over to cover, holds his man up. Ball. That's got to be a free kick there. He runs into Vestergaard, who's headed it away. Referee play on.
Yeah, I was wondering
what goes in between the centre half there and runs out for a corner kick. Goal kick. Goal kick. Concerned for me there on Vestergaard already. They've gone to a back 2 and straight away
they ran at him. They ran right at him.
They ran at Vestergaard because he's got no cover by Sainchu around him, and he was exposed there on the pace. He took a poor touch and not a great start there from switching the formation. The first bit of football was brilliant around the box, and it was very sexy football from Leicester at times. Little 1-2, and Lookman got the shot away, but it's deflected. Ooh, Leicester getting sloppy with the ball.
Now Danny Ward screaming at him. Screaming at him, don't you? He's like, don't give me the ball down here.
He's telling him, no uncertainty, get rid of that ball. I do not want the ball in the box when they've got 5 players around. And the language is definitely adult appropriate. He was not a happy person there in that place. Leicester the first bit, get yourself some space, but then the next ball was overplaying. We've done that a few times. There you go. Hands are straight back to Ward, and Ward's not going to muck around now. He's going long. We're under pressure. It's not the time to play this. We got to regroup. Football. We got to regroup, get our shape, figure out how we're going to do this for the second half, the last 30 minutes of the game. Let's go. Come on, Leicester. He said, do not pay the ref for tonight's performance. No, his performance has been very disappointing. I was looking forward to seeing the referee tonight, seeing it his first game at Leicester.
Back up, let's Harvey through. Oh, my God. Good. Oh, what a save.
Gets the ball, plays it to Barnes. Barnes shoots. Great save. Straight at him, though, but it's a good save. Madsen shot, blocked over the crossbar. 2-1 Leicester. 61 minutes played.
Oh, what a pass from Daka. Wow.
So Campbell nicks the ball back, plays it to Daka. Daka looks up, slides Barnes in. Barnes tries to bend it, but can't get enough bend on it. Madison takes a touch in the box and deflected over by Duffy.
Does Harvey need to put his foot through there and just like blast that ball into the net? Because
do you know what, mate? It's one of those. I've seen him do left foot and right foot there. And for me, just hit it. I don't know what hit it. Just put your foot through that on your left foot. Try and go back. Like we saw against Napoli, back across the goalkeeper. If you try and bend it, you've always got that chance that you don't get enough bend.
Take the pace off the ball.
Yeah, it hit him straight in there.
Yeah, just like,
Better though, Leicester. That's the first chance of the second half. And if I look in the background, as Brighton make 2 changes, Rodgers is called over Bakary Samari, who will be coming on by the looks of it quite quickly. And I think, this says it all, though. Brendan's not just thinking, well, I'll give everyone a good, time. He's not happy. He's not happy how this second half started. And he's going to make the change.
Probably.
Brighton make 2 changes, and Dunks come on for them. Corner kick. Vestergaard holds the back of Chowdhury. He's going to use him as a ladder. Ball whipped in. Headed away. Barnes will pick it up on the edge of the area, though. Take a touch. Get it in. No, he'll jockey his man. Cuts inside. 1-2.
Harvey!
Around his man. He shoots!
He's feeling good. He's feeling good. It's the 63rd, 64th minute, and he's taking his man around the box. I love it. Let's go, Harvey.
1-2. Barn plays his 1-2, finds Lookman, little 1-2 back, skips past his man, left footed shot, goalkeeper, comfortable save. But if he spills it, Vestergaard is there for the tap-in. That's what Leicester needed, that little bit of excitement around the box and might give them that little bit of lift. And again, it looks like Leicester have gone to a 4-3-3 and really tried to squeeze Brighton higher up the pitch. Beyond shit, it looks more like a diamond. It looks like a 4-1-2-1-2. And they're really trying to squeeze Brighton now. Brighton pick the ball up in the Leicester half day. They'll come down the right-hand side.
Poppy Mendy, he's in there. He hasn't played for a while, so he got some gas.
Lee, thank you so much for your super sticker, mate. 4-4.
USA, USA, USA.
There we go. Jono says, thank you. Love watching you guys.
We love you, Jono.
Cheers, Jono. Throw to Brighton, 64 minutes played. Leicester.
Shoot, Jono needs to do a watch along. He's been on the channel long enough, right?
Yeah, I think that might be a call at some point. Let's get Jono on for a watch along.
Yeah.
He gets the ball, skips inside of his man, skips the other way, plays it off to the side. Campbell at the line finds Lookman, tries to some skill, wins a free kick.
All right. Like I said, we need some Mario, and I'd love to see him on, but just for fitness sake. You know, look, big cheer for Hamza. Big cheer for Hamza. He takes the captain's armband off, puts it on Danny Ward, but big cheer for Hamza Chowdhury, one of my favorite players. And I mean, what? He's one of us.
Big smile on his face. Big smile from Hamza tonight. He's played 65 minutes, done a
great match for Hamza. Junked it up in the middle, kept it cool at the back. Let's go, Hamza.
Then we got Patrick Madahun, who's watching from the Conga. There we go.
Let's go. However you can get the match, get some bandwidth and stream the match. Let's go.
Great. England, England, England. Thank you, mate. $8.99. Thank you so much. Much appreciated these super stickers. It's all for a good cause. It all goes back into the channel. Oh, there we go, Scientu. Old school defending, stands his man and wins the ball back, clears it. And
the confidence is there.
Not in a free kick there. I thought it was a free kick. We could do a three-way, guys. Not like that.
No, exactly like
that. Leicester, well, got 25 minutes with the score how it is to get into the next round of the cup. Leicester pull the wide. Basuma's come on, by the way, for Brighton, who I love the chant they do to. They do it to the Tequila Bazuma.
Oh, nice. So,
that's the one. And then at the end, they do Bazuma. It's a good little chant for them, Leonchi, on that. I like the Brighton chant for that. Gross comes down the left, plays it in down the line. Thomas comes over and cover, and he's going to watch this one not go out. Fair play, kept in the Brighton player. Vesta will go long. Right decision there. Plays at the line, tries to find Barn, can't find him. Brighton have the ball again. And Brighton really had most of the ball this half. One little chance, but let's still be thinking again, they've had the better chances. One from the Barn. Jack has passed to Barnes. And then Barnes and Lookman blinking away again for another shot by Barnes. Edge of the area, Brighton come down the left-hand side. Inside his man, Mendes steps over. Finds Aaron Conley, goes back with the Irish international. Vestergaard, hoof. No looking around there. Daka wins the ball, plays it, Lookman. Oh, he's offside there. It will go. The flag's going to go up. He's offside. We're literally, though, if he could get that run.
Oh, wait. I'm bringing this guy out. I hate this guy. What's his name?
Great AK. Through his Common New Foxes and a £5 super sticker. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Much appreciated, LCFC.
Oh, Gray. Gray's another one who has to do a watch along. He's been on the channel
for the few City boys tonight. Come on, Daka.
Come on, Daka.
Oh, I love Daka to get a goal tonight. He's played brilliantly as well, Daka.
I just want to hear him do another interview. Come on. Another interview where he's just like, oh, I just love football and my teammates. They're the best.
Leicester closing down the Brighton. Brighton in the left back position. Oh, he takes a slip but still wins it. Basuma has the ball. He has to go backward though, and Leicester will keep the pressure on. Well played, Luckman, who's chased Pazuma across the park. As we go to scores, Burnley 0, Spurs 1, Leicester City 2, Brighton 1, Preston 0, Liverpool 1. Vestergaard heads it out for a corner kick. Stoke 1, Brentford 2, and West Ham United 0, Manchester City 0. That's an interesting score. Who is City got playing tonight? Oh, they're playing no. Stephen Walker.
Is it replays? Do they do cup replays?
No, straight to penalties tonight, mate. If it's a draw, straight to penalty.
Okay. Perfect. Because we got Danny Ward. Oh,
change for Brighton, and on will come Mopay. Mopay will come on for Brighton.
That's who I hate. Neil Mopay. Oh my God. He's good.
There we go. Another super sticker. Jono, thank you much. 449. Much pretty, Jono, as always. Thank you so much for the super stickers, guys. Lovely bit of money tonight to go into the channel for new equipment to help us all out. Corner whipped in by Brighton towards the goalkeeper. Headed away by Luke Thomas at the front post. And
is Ndidi in the game?
No, not Ndidi, mate. He's not in on the bench tonight, sadly. Ball cleared by Daka at the back post there. Mendy will chase him down. Well played, Mendy. The press is coming again from Leicester. Brighton comes through the press and go from right to left. Diagonal ball towards the back post. Vestergaard's under it.
Ooh.
Missed it. Mopai collects it. And then, well.
Did he clatter?
It went out. It went out, mate. And then came back in, and then someone ran into Danny Ward, who I was thinking waiting for it. He's right, though. Mopai is dangerous. He is a very dangerous.
Yeah, see him at the club.
Michael is right on Mopay. Can we do one? Wait till JJ's fit. Exactly, mate. This is what I said at half time. 2-2 by the sounds of it. I'm seeing the scores come in. Oh, Leicester's
no. What? Yeah.
Leicester bid the ball away. Centre of the park. And Mopay plays it wide to the left, cuts it to the back post, free header, and into the back of the net over the both of the players.
Wow.
It's a substitute. Daka's teammate who's just scored. International teammate.
Absolutely. Just wow. I mean, it's a great.
It's been coming. Like Brighton, you can't sit here and say I haven't deserved it. They've been the better team in the second half. In theory, they pressed us more. Leicester get caught flat-footed at back post, and
yeah, they got
again, mate. Why? Luke Thomas left on a 2-0-1 situation.
Yeah, I don't know if it's his fault. I mean, he had two guys to guard. It was a ball in.
Since changing the formation to 4 at the back, we've been left a little open for me.
Right.
Ball headed back across the goal and over his head, and Ward didn't get near it even if he dived. I agree with you, mate. I don't get why we changed the defence. I understand we need to be another midfielder on. So to me, why not then change the shape at the top? So take a striker off and bring on another midfielder, try and strengthen it up.
It's the legs at the back. He's managing the guys at the back. Bertrand, he had to come off because. Okay, here we go.
Here's a change again, and on will come Iheanacho and Ricardo. Interesting now to see who they come on for. Obviously, it could be for Campbell, but I think Campbell's done well tonight. I'll be very surprised Campbell come off. Ball into the box. Finds Daka. Oh, over the crossbar, unlucky.
Yeah, maybe he should have taken a touch, but the confidence is there. There's another goal in this game.
Definitely. They're going to make the change. Yeah, on come the change, and off will go. Stumbling the board. Yeah, Campbell will go off. Ricardo will come on at right back. They're probably going to try and stop the pace. And Iheanacho will come on for
Ademola Lookman.
Yes. Lookman's done well tonight. I've been impressed with Lookman.
Yeah, he's been really good. He's been good every time he comes on this season. And he's just unfortunate that, the shape of the team. Yeah.
This is going to be another change of formation because where is he going to play Nacho? Be interesting to see where is he going to play Nacho now. It looks like Nacho's gone into the 10 role. He's playing
He's going to play underneath Daka.
It looks like they've kept a 4-2-3-1 for me, and they've gone to 4 at the back. The 2 older midfielders in Mendy and Boubacar Samari, and then Nacho and Nacho playing as a 10 with Madison sitting just behind him.
I feel like when the ball gets
yeah, I mean, Brighton are cutting through us at the moment. We can't even get near the ball. Brighton they've really upped the game and passing around. Switch again. Luke Thomas steps in, wins it. Madison then wins the ball.
It's like the guys don't know where they're supposed to defend at. They need to get settled in. I feel like all the balls that get chucked up the field, though, will be to Iheanacho to hold up and, lay it off to Madison or Harvey.
It looks, looking at that formation, it's a 4-2-2-2-2.
Yeah, everyone's stacked on top of each other. Yeah.
It was a line of 2s going up 4. Ball played into the box. Sancho comes over, clears out for another corner to Brighton.
Yeah. Brighton has 8 corners this match.
Here's one for you, mate. You can read this one.
Philly, PA, let's go. Hopefully the next NBC event is going to be in Philadelphia, because right before COVID, that was the one they had canceled. So, but it's wintertime. It's going to be really cold up there. My family's from Philadelphia. My grandmother lives there right now. Ooh, nice ball in.
Ball whipped in towards the goalkeeper again. Ooh, cleared by Barnes at the back post. But again, it's been all Brighton. Like, I know we've had a couple of good chances, but Brighton have been definitely the better in the second half. Leicester are by far the better team in the first half. It's 2 games of 2 half for me, but Leicester are better in the first half. Brighton have been far better in the second half. I probably deserve to be level if we're honest about it. They've had a few good chances since making the subs.
Think we might be settled in on defense and get our press in, right? Give me a second.
No problem, mate. Leicester will go chase the ball at the pitch. The goalkeeper gets it right this time and plays it right to Bazuma. He could have made a mess of that. Totally agree, mate. I thought Antonio had a really good, steady, good game tonight. Definitely up there for man of the match. He wasn't until he got subbed. Definitely played well. Daka will seriously get one better against his fellow countryman. We hope so, mate. Leicester win the ball back. First time in a long time we've had the ball. Ricardo goes long, finds Daka. Daka finds Simari. Madison picks it up, looks at the ball. He finds Nacho. Can't get the ball. Barnes and Nacho got in each other's way. I didn't do the score. There we go.
It's not nighttime around here. It's like the middle of the day. So there's like business still going on.
That's all right, mate. Get the ball. Brighton have the ball again. Brighton have got the space in again. There's again. And more spaces. Ball goes in behind. There's going to be a free kick there. Mendy's going to get his first yellow card of the match.
And his first yellow of the year. Good job, Benjamin Mendy.
Seen that Mendy. Pepe Mendy. He can only play in the Carabao Cup because he's not registered for Europe or Premier League. Yeah, it's a clear foul. He's clearly pulled him back because Mope's is running.
Is that true? He can't play? Wow.
Not registered for it.
He's been with the club. Oh my God. Who messed up that paperwork? They should.
I'm not going to answer this question. All I'm going to say was apparently so, but there's.
Oh my goodness. Somebody's fired.
I feel sorry for Magic Mendy. I totally agree.
I mean, he was almost out of the squad 2 seasons ago. Out of the club 2 seasons ago.
Oh, messy. Free kick to Brighton.
Ooh.
Sounds like it was close.
He's got to try to be sneaky.
Little whipped in towards the back post, gone for the shot straight into the side netting. Clever idea though. I like that from Papa Gross. He takes a free kick and goes round the wall low and hard. Mendy puts his hand up and waves it away to say, "Yeah, okay, mate, try that." He ain't scoring from there. Leicester have the ball, goal kick, goes short into the box. Vestergaard. Oh, you always
Offside or something?
What's this?
What do they call? They called something.
I think it's the player into the box where it was kicked. I don't know, mate. The game's gone in some ways. Why not just play on? There's no
The referees, they don't have any idea what's going on.
And they'll go long now. Leicester with 9 minutes. We got 16 minutes to go before we head to penalties.
We need a goal. Come on, Harvey. Let's do something. So do you think we have the right players on the pitch to score a goal? I'm looking, I see Mindy, Samari, Luke Thomas through the middle with Madison.
Yeah.
Okay, Harvey. We need Harvey to do something.
Oh, give the ball away again. Ricardo can't find Samari. Leicester try and get this ball back.
Ricardo sliding in because he knows he made a mistake.
Yeah, poor mistake from Ricardo giving the ball away there. Again, someone's just mentioning here, we have to stop conceding from corners. It's become too much of a habit, and it is for some reason. But again, we look weaker on the pitch without Johnny Evans marshalling that defence. Vestergaard for a big man.
Nice turn. Oh, you got to give it to Madison first and let him do the through ball pass. Or who was that?
Yeah. You need it. For me, as the ball comes through, he's got to find Barnes first.
Yeah, he got to have to. Yeah.
So I'd say, Jono, that Barnes was at the beginning, but Thomas was playing as a wing back. He did stick to the formation like against Man U and everything. And then
Bertrand was the left center back.
Yeah, left.
He did a really good job at. Yeah.
And then I'd say now he's playing more as a traditional right back. Left back on a 4. Ball comes for Ricardo. Gives the ball away again. Ricardo. Brighton have the ball on the halfway line. Bang on the halfway line. Brighton go back all the way to the goalkeeper. Daka will chase him down though. Still will clear it into the final 10.
Brighton's keeper's absolutely horrified by his own distribution.
Yeah, it's poor, mate. It's a poor kick it was.
Come on, Leicester. Even though Danny Ward is our talisman in penalties, I don't want to see a penalty shootout. It's like ending a basketball game instead of going to overtime with a free throw contest. I don't like it. For all of our American fans. Luke Thomas putting in a full 90 tonight. Samare taking the ball at the center circle. I love how he shoves off his men's and keep on dribbling. He's really good. He makes really good turns and he draws the foul. Let's go.
Mate, I've just got to step out for a minute, all right?
Yeah. And Leicester City has a free kick about 35 yards out. Samare takes a ball from Ricardo and turns his man. Well, his man just shoves him on the ground. This is what we need. We need to just settle down for a bit. Get our composure. Bring the big man up. Vestergaard's in the box. Got Soyuncu out here with Harvey, who's going to take the kick. It looks like Luke Thomas with his left foot and Madison with his right. He takes it really quick in the box. Oh, he's looking for Daka. Oh, it's inches away from his foot, and the Brighton keeper grabs the ball. Man, can we get the third goal? That's the thing, man. Can we get the third goal? Everyone needs to get back on defense, really. Everyone. We're holding a good line. Ball in the box. It misses everyone. Oh, my goodness. Mope has the ball at the top of the area. He gives it to him. Wait. Shoot, deflected off his own player and out of bounds. I say out of bounds because I'm an American, but it's a goal kick. I mean, Brighton want to win this game just as much as we do. So we're not just going to be able to just overtake them in these last 10 minutes. They're going to turn the screws. So our boys need to step up. I wish I could turn the sound up to hear what the fans are like, but we need the fans at the King Power to turn it up a little bit. Danny Ward Long ball. Headed back into our half. I can't see the comments because I'm not looking at the YouTube feed. I'm just like strictly on the StreamYard right now. But Vestergaard plays a ball across the center circle to Iheanacho. Iheanacho's driving the ball into the box. He lays it off to Daka, and Daka shot deflected by, is that Dunk or Burn? One of those tall Brighton defenders. I can't tell the difference. But what a great transition. When we get out, when we make our passes in the middle of it's Duffy, a name I couldn't think of at the moment. But man, when we make our passes through the middle, Daka makes the most amazing runs, and he is in wide open space for just a split second always when he makes his first touch. I love it. And it's out for a corner. We have a corner. They take it short. Madison lays it off. Oh my goodness, too. Who is that? Mindy at the top of the area for the shot. That was the set piece. I don't think Brendan's happy with that at all. I don't think he is. Arms folded, chewing the gum really hard. He's not happy with it. We're in the 85th minute. Let's see. Maybe I can look on the YouTube, the comments. Nope, I can't. I'm just going to watch the game. Brighton has the ball in front of the home fans, in front of the players, and we have a great press going on. Then they're going to play it all the way back. And Daka is harassing. I love it. He still has gas in the 86th minute. Still has gas. Let's go. We got to win these second balls, though. Cucurella with the great hair, the head and shoulders. Love it. It looks like everyone on the pitch is absolutely ready to score the next goal, no matter what club you're with. Brighton's playing hard. Leicester's playing hard. Brighton has a ball over here to the touch. It's Pascal Gross. Is that Pascal Gross? It's some other Gross. I don't know. Ball into the box. Header deflected. Danny Ward save. And Soyuncu is covering his nose, mouth, all that. Yeah, lay on the ground. Just do it. Yeah, perfect. Whatever's going on, just lay on the ground for a second. I love it. Oh, he took the deflection off his face. Perfect. Deflection from Neil Mopé in the box. Hits Soyuncu, who's in a great defensive position. Right off the face. I love it. And Danny Ward is going to take the goal kick. He picks it up and throws it out here to Luke Thomas, who's going to take 2 touches, drive the ball. He's crossing the center. He calls Daka to get the ball, but is that Duffy or Byrne? Blocks off Daka, and maybe he's out of a gas a little bit. But now Brighton's playing the ball around the back. Let's see. Can I see the why is there a goal question? There's no what? Who scored a goal? I'm not going to watch the comments on YouTube. You guys are early. We had to pause. Mindy. All right. We got to throw in Ricky P in front of the players. Substitutions. The bench. Who's this out here? Soyuncu playing nasty. I love it. We got to get a third goal here. We can't be the penalty guys, even though we have Danny Ward. And Brighton is playing some good football. Cucurella with the ball into the box. Swing and a miss by Mwepe. Danny Ward gets the ball at the goal line. And he takes his time. We're in the 88th minute. Danny Ward rolls it out to Soyuncu. We're still going to play it out from the back. We're going to play our possession game. Ricky P gives it to Iheanacho, who doesn't hold the ball up well at all, but a foul is called on Iheanacho. He gives him a yellow at the center circle. Why does he put his elbow in his face, or what does he do? Let's see the replay here. Oh, Iheanacho, he kind of does a bunny hop and stomps on his foot. I don't know. Yellow is yellow. It wasn't yellow earlier in the match, but now it is. So, got to be careful. 89th minute. Let me see these comments. Danny Ward rolls the ball out here to Vestergaard. Madison picks it up out here on the touchline. Swings it cross field to Ricardo. Ricardo takes a couple touches. Samari. Mendy. Back to Samari. Nice 1-2 with Madison. Madison takes a couple touches, surveys the field out to Ricardo. Ricardo into Harvey, slides it in at the touchline. Ball into the box. And it's covered by the Brighton keeper. 90th minute. We're trying. We're trying. We need more guys in the box. And Brighton keepers plays it long, huffs it upfield. Madison's on the second ball. Nice. Luke Thomas, long ball down here to the sideline, and it's out of touch. 90th minute, 4 minutes added. And it's Martin Atkinson is the fourth official for a Carabao Cup game. Good for him. And the Leicester fans got the clappers out. I love it. But we need a goal. Come on, y'all. Come on, Leicester. We're playing a high press. We get the ball back. Harvey dribbling the ball. He puts it into Madison. Madison slides in. Oh, almost got Daka. He's surrounded by like three Brighton players. Every time the ball goes into Daka, he's surrounded by all three Brighton center backs. And Brighton has possession right now. And Gross out here on the sideline. Brighton works the ball around to the far touchline. Cucurella into Mope. Mope playing a little 1-2. Soyuncu breaks it up. Nice, but it falls to Cucurella, who whips it in, and it's blocked by Ricardo, out for a throw-in. 3.5 minutes of added time left. Anybody want to go to penalties? I don't.
Hi, Michael. It's Phil here. Can you hear me all right, mate?
I hear you, Phil.
Great. Tom's had to step out. He's had a little internet crash, so I'm in here. You carry on, Michael, with your commentary.
Yeah, I'm doing my best. I'm more of a color guy than a commentary, but I'm trying my best here,
I mean, Michael, there's 3 minutes to go, obviously. Nobody wants penalties, do they?
No, it's tight.
Nobody
It's
play.
really tight right now. And, we put as good a team as we could, I think, with, what we've done the last week out there and, the match load that the squad has had. And the guys have played really good and excited to see Mindy out there, getting a little sweat on, putting a foot in. And, let's go, Leicester. Come on.
That guy says on YouTube, Michael, so it goes to penalties. Yeah, it goes straight to penalties at full time.
Straight to penalties. So right now the ball is just kicking around, up in the air. Brighton at the center circle, Mope. But Sumare, he's all over interceptions, blocks. I love it. I love the confidence that he has gathered in the last month. Whatever Brendan's doing at the training ground, whatever he's doing with the management of the squad during the matches, it's working. We need a goal, though.
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it, Michael? That really we just want to get this finished off. I don't know what's your take on. We should have held on really at 2-1. Do you think, or
Yeah, the goal. I don't know. It's tough. We've had a lot of matches in a row, but yeah, the goal. It's tough. It's I don't want to fault the players. I don't want to fault the keeper or anything like that. Brighton was playing good as well, and so Cucurella with the ball into the box, header, out of bounds. Connolly, he had a good look at it. Wow. Brighton's turning the screws right now. Brighton is turning the screws.
Well, they'll fancy like having a little chance at the end of it here. They're on the up, aren't they? Lee says here, we've got Danny Ward in goal tonight. He's top class at penalties. I'm confident, he says. To be fair, Michael, I agree. Nothing against Casper, but his penalty saves, his record is not as good. Danny Ward has stepped in and made some great penalty saves before.
When you're the second string keeper, you're like studying way more about the tendencies of the other team's keeper. I know they have it on their water bottle where they've went the last 4 or 5 times, when they grab their water bottle. But when you're the second string guy, you really study that. That's like almost your job more than coming in and playing, the ball from the back.
So it's 2-2 here.
No, that's the whistle. It's going to penalties. I wanted to pause it and keep it, in line with Tom.
No, so it is going to penalties. It's going to be an interesting one then, Michael.
Big water break for everybody. Who do you think is going to take the penalties? All of our front players, Barnes, Daka, Madison, maybe Lookman. Oh, wait, Lookman got taken off. Iheanacho, Thomas, maybe?
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting one. Pete, if you're watching this, who would you like to see take a penalty? Let us know your comments. We've got a little break now just coming up while we're waiting. Stallone says, let's get as many comments as we can, Michael, on. Stallone says Daka scores penalties. Henry says it's been an exciting game. It's been a decent game, hasn't it, Michael? Been good to see.
It's been absolutely exciting.
Yeah. See some of these players get in there. MH, who's watching on YouTube, says Leicester only scored because Brighton gave them the goals. They've been as bad here as they've been bad all season. I'm not sure about that. Very poor team. He doesn't sound like a Leicester fan. Lee says, come on, Leicester. Come on, Danny Ward. I think that everybody starts to look at the penalties, starts to look at the keepers in this, don't they, Michael?
Well, absolutely. This is their game. This is what they practice for. I mean, playing from the back and stopping a shot from 18 yards out. But no, it's about from the spot, how do I, stop these goals from going in and give us the game, be the hero,
Yeah, indeed. Keep your comments coming in. Darren says Leicester are going to win. Come on, it's finished 2-2. Let's get your penalty predictions in there. What do you think the penalty score is going to be? That guy on YouTube says, I've had a bet on Paddy Pound. Fully enough, I've lost, even though the game hasn't actually finished. Be careful when betting, everyone. The game has finished, Michael. It has finished 2-2. You can confirm that, can't you?
Yes, the game is over. And now we will have a penalty shootout to see who goes to the round of 8.
Right. Indeed. Danny is saying it's time for Ward to shine. I think everybody's... Look, this is where the pressure is on Danny Ward, and he can be the hero again. I've said in the pre-season, Michael, Danny Ward is too good a keeper to be on Leicester's bench, but it's great for us that we've got somebody of that quality.
It's so valuable. And the summer he had in Wales, it just really gave a lot of confidence to Leicester fans like me who weren't too familiar with who he was, but watching the Euros, wow, okay, this is our second keeper. Let's go. I mean, can he get some playing time in the league? No, we have one of the best in Casper, but when it comes time to give Casper a rest for the League Cups and the FA Cups, well, Casper plays the FA Cups games, but I mean, if Casper ever is injured, I think we're fine. We're fine.
Yeah. Yeah, George says he thinks Leicester's going to win via penalties. Reese Roo, on YouTube, great name, says, come on, Leicester. Darren says Leicester to win. Lee says Danny Ward has done it loads of times in shootouts for us. Watch the lad go. A lot of pressure on him. I can't confirm this, but Ghetto is saying Man City are out. I'm just going to check the other scores, Michael. It'd be interesting to see. Obviously, generally, I'm just going to click through and see if that is true.
Man City is out. Wow, that opens it up for a lot of us to get that trophy.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the other results tonight so far. Burnley have lost at home to Spurs 1-0 in the Cup. Obviously, 2-2 going to penalties here at Leicester at the King Power. Preston lost 2-0 against Liverpool. That wasn't a bad result for Preston, to be fair. Stoke have lost 1-2 at home against Brentford. Man City drew 0-0 at West Ham and have just lost 5-3 on penalties. So Man City are out. Right, we want to know, come on. We want to know, if you're watching this, put your neck on the line. Is Leicester going to win this or is Brighton going to win it? I know I'm going to say Leicester going to win it. Michael? Who's going to win it?
I got my clapper out. Come on. Let's go. Come on, Leicester.
Tricone says, come on, Daka. Candro says Brighton for the win. I don't mind. I'll put some Brighton comments on here. They think they're going to win. What's your opinion, Lemon Bro says?
Come on, Madison's taking the first one.
Come on, Madders.
He has to bury this.
Come on, Michael. I want you to talk us through the penalties.
Maddington takes his 3 steps back. He eyeballs the keeper, takes a little shuffle step. And it's right down the middle. Keeper goes to his left. Let's go, Madison. This is his one. You know he does that one. And he walks away like that's his duty. No smile, no celebration. It's his duty to score the first penalty.
I'm going to do, nicely taken there, Michael. I'm going to try and quickly get as many of these penalties up there. So it's 1-0 to Leicester on penalties after it's finished 2-2.
So I don't know who the Brighton guy that was wearing their armband is today, but he's the one that's stepping up. Danny Ward measures his goal. He stands tall, number 13. Oh, and it's right down the middle. Danny Ward goes the wrong way.
Do you know what, Michael? I don't know why keepers don't just stand in the middle, because the players are either going to go one side or down the middle. I would just gamble it and say go down the middle.
Oh, it's just so the ball comes out of their foot so fast. You want to save it. You want to save it. If you stand there and it goes over there, you just want to at least show that you went or right. I don't know. The mind of a keeper, you know, it's a tough job. And when they're doing a penalty shootout, they're on the spot. And Harvey Barnes put the ball on the spot. He runs up and he kicks it right down the middle again.
This is what I say, Michael. Keepers just stand in the middle. That's 3 down the middle. 3 down the middle. So that's 2-1 to Leicester on penalties. Keep getting your comments in. We want to get as many comments in as possible. We've got loads of people watching. Panda says, come on, Barnes.
He made his penalty, and now Neil Mopé steps up. He looks at the ref, and he says, is this mine? And he's like, yeah, go ahead. Mopé puts the ball down, measures. Brighton players are praying. Mopé with his shuffle step. He kicks the ball off the crossbar. Eddie Ward with a Cheshire grin on his face. Come on, Leicester. Neil
Advantage,
Mopé.
Leicester.
Let's go. He puts it off the bar. No, my.
Advantage to Leicester there. So Michael seems to have gone. I tell you what, I think we are absolutely breaking the stream here. Keep your comments coming in. Let us know what you think to the penalties. My stream's just broken as well. So keep letting us know. We're frantically trying to sort things out, waiting for Michael to come back in there. Kilombi says it's nerve-wracking. Jono saying 3-1 Daka. We've got a few Forest fans watching in here. What is going on? Nyla, Forest till I die. Come on, support a proper team. Support the Leicester team. Just while we're trying to get the streams back on, we've lost Michael. We've lost the streams. I'm trying to find it. It's all going wrong. It's 3-1 to Leicester on penalties at the moment. So let me get the screen right. Michael, are you there? Is he back? He's lost it. Let me get it back on screen while I try and sort him out. 3-1 to Leicester. It all happens here. Let's get it on there. Hopefully, Michael will join us back very, very shortly. I'm trying to sort out watching this. Keep getting your comments coming in. Michael is back.
Oh my God, I can't believe my laptop just died. And then I think, was it Lookman? He's just, oh, wow. Okay, Brighton makes their penalty. But wow, my laptop just died. I should have plugged it in about a half an hour ago.
Michael, it's still 3-1 to Leicester on penalties, I believe.
3-1 to Leicester on penalties. McAllister steps up. Ward goes the right way, but it's in the top bin. 3-2 Leicester. Brighton makes their third.
3-2. 3-2. But the advantage is with us, Michael. Obviously,
we are up
with Leicester.
Yeah, Mo his off the crossbar, and now Ricardo stepping up. He looks at the ref, and he says, "This is mine." And he's like, "It's yours." He puts it on the spot. I love it. It's the drama. Ricardo, he eyeballs the keeper.
Big one if we get this, Michael. A big one.
Absolutely. Ricardo, run up, a little shuffle step. Oh, Ricardo puts it in the net just so coldly and just pumps his fist into the air. Let's go, Leicester.
4-2 to Leicester in penalties. Keep your comments coming in. Don't forget, Ricky P says Jono. Towers 4-2 to Leicester. Kelvin says we are winning. We are 4-2 on penalties. Finished 2-2 here. Michael, take us through to the next penalty.
The next penalty is Mwepu. I can't say it. The Zambian guy that they all love. They wish he played for Leicester as well. He gets the ball, puts it on the spot. Danny Ward looks up at his goal to make sure he measures it the right way. You know, makes himself big, gives a little intimidation. And Mwepu does not look at Ward. Okay, he gives him a little eye. Here's his little shuffle step. Swings it back, save!
Whoa!
Let's go! Hey, let's go! Shake hands and go to the next round. Let's go, Leicester! Danny Ward, man of the match. Let's go!
That's it. Michael's gone. Michael's gone. Michael has gone. You can hear him in the background. Come on, Michael. Talk us through it.
Oh my goodness. Danny Ward doesn't guess. He saw him trying to kick it to his left and goes down, saves it. Wow. That's what he does. That's what he does in penalties. You guys told me in the comments to be confident in Danny Ward. I was like, I just don't like penalties. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Let's add Jono in. He's excited.
First to Webster.
Brilliant.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm sweating a bit.
We had all sorts of meltdowns just in the middle of the penalties. Technical issues for Michael. Yeah, you've got your... Go on then, get your scarves out. It's for
this
Vichai.
man. For this man.
Yeah. Excellent, lads. I'm just going to change that. Leicester win.
Woo! What a great
Get in.
And I hate
Danny Ward does it again.
Great.
He does it again.
Yeah, we said that. Let's get Reedy in.
Come on.
You pleased with that, Reedy?
Oh, after the what penalty was it? After they missed their penalty with Mope, I knew it was going to happen. I knew we were going to win it. So just happy to get through now.
And again, we've got Reedy's joined us, Jono's joined us, Michael's still with us. Get your comments in. This is the post-match show. We want to know as much of the comments as you can. Carl says, congratulations to Leicester. Gray saying that's 4 wins on the bounce. Great. What a week it is. Let's make it 5 on Saturday against Arsenal at the early kickoff. Ellis says, the boss, God bless you. I think a lot of Leicester fans would like to have done that. Ian says, outstanding Leicester. Tim Hill just goes, yes. He's excited. Lee says, getting Danny Ward. Lee told us, Michael, didn't he, that Danny Ward was going to be the saviour before the penalties?
Absolutely, he told us. Wow. I mean, I knew he was, but do I have a Danny Ward picture? No, I don't. Oh, man.
Paris will do.
He wasn't in the game today, but whatever. We'll leave him up there. But yeah, Danny Ward, wow. I mean, didn't he do it in the Euros? He's shown what he has. capable of when he's in the game. I mean, maybe he's a little unlucky to be at Leicester. Maybe he's lucky to be at Leicester. Who knows, what club he would be at if he wasn't at a club that's winning trophies and, competing for more.
Indeed. Keep getting your comments come in. Jono says Daka's penalty was right in the corner. Superstar. Jitin says Foxes never quit. Tony says RIP to the boss. This one's for you. I think a lot of Leicester fans obviously feel that. Mini Video says let's go Leicester. Jitin says Foxes never quit. Pete says he predicted 4-2. Pete, well done if you did predict that. Absolutely. Let's get Reedy's post-match comments and then let's get to Jono. Reedy, I want to know what you thought about the team performance overall. Who stood out for you? Who had a good game for Leicester?
To be honest, I thought we all played well. Like I say, would you say it was a decent performance? I think it was a decent performance. I don't think you could have done much with their second goal. It was a brilliant header. We had somebody on the line. You couldn't stop it. And fair play to them. And we tried to grind it out. We got the grind out to get to penalties, and we finished off with pretty decent penalties, to be fair. Like even Daka. So for me, it's a decent performance, even with I think Tom said it was 10 changes from the main squad. So it's a lot harder than you think to get that sort of performance out, and they did pretty well for it.
I think Jono, at 2-1 to Leicester, it felt like probably we were going to see the game out, but in that 65th, 70th minute, we made those changes, and Maddison came on, and I thought he played quite well, and so I'm not pinning it on that, but it did change around that, didn't it?
It changed when they brought their subs on,
yeah.
Like when they brought on Mopé and the Spanish. I forgot that they brought on as well, but after they brought them on, it all changed, and then. To be honest, I think it deserved to go to the penalties because I think both teams played well. They will bet the first half, they'll bet the second half. But, I think experience of the keeper came out. Steele wasn't as nowhere near as good as Danny Ward's. I think overall good performance.
Yeah, Michael, it's one of those where win's a win. And I think somebody just put in the comments, well, I'm going to read out a load of comments in a minute, but I think it was Gray said, that's four wins on the spin now with the Man United game, the Moscow win, the win at the weekend against Brentford, the win against Brighton. They're all decent wins, and it's Arsenal on Saturday. 4 decent wins, Michael, and that's really what the club needed.
We're on a roll. And it's happened the last couple seasons that around this time we start to win games in a row. We start to get results in a row, and we start to separate ourselves from the lower half of the top 8. And, we started kind of crappy at the beginning of the season. We were trying to find our footing, but listen, League Cup matches, back-to-back Premier League matches over, quality squads, great performances, lots of goals. And maybe we're starting to figure it out. Look at Brendan. He's out here feeling confident about his squad. He's giving out the instructions, and he's confident the players will perform on the field, and we're going to start to get players healthy again. This cup win is very exciting to me. I'm like 2 beers in, and it's so great. Me and Hamza on the.
Go on then, Michael. I know you're a big fan of Hamza Chowdhury, and that's you and him when you came over to Leicester. Because Michael, if you haven't guessed, is over in Seattle, USA. Michael, what was your take on Hamza? It was a big night for him as captain.
It was a big night for him. I'm sure he's worn the armband a couple of times in the under 23s. He wore it on the big squad today. It felt like he took it seriously. At the beginning, he was playing a couple passes towards the back, but as he got the feel for the game, he would take his touch and press forward and make sure he got the ball to Lookman or whoever was playing in the 10 role at the time. And, he was doing his job. No rash challenges. Maybe he's getting a little mature. Maybe he realizes that, hey, there's other guys that aren't from the club that we've signed. This is how he thinks. I'm from the club. I should always play. People that aren't from the club, they come over here and they playing in front of me, and so I need to step up. And what he did today, I feel, wear the captain armband, step up and show that he can also be a leader on the pitch for this club. Hamza played a great 60 minutes. I mean, he had to get taken off because, he hasn't been playing. So you got to,
Yeah, you've got fitness levels. Jono, another player who had a chance to shine today. What's your take on Harvey Barnes' performance?
I thought it was brilliant. I think he just showed how good he is. I think he made excellent runs. One way almost scored where he cut around from the right hand side of the box, the middle, and had the shot. Thought that was really good. He made a few good runs. It just shows that if we need to change the formation, if we need to change the formation again, he's there. He can come as a super sub. He's quality and he's good to have. He's good to come on. He can even start. So yeah, good shout out to him.
Yeah, indeed. Reedy, let's start with you. I want to know who was your man of the match. So we're going to start with you, Reedy, to have a think. Who would you give it to today?
I'm not too sure, to be honest, because I think everyone quite played well. I think Daka's aggression and commitment to pushing the press and whatnot, I think he did really well. But for me, I'd maybe give it to. I think everyone's played well. I don't have any outstanding players really for me. But there is one question I want to ask you though, Phil, about obviously going back to the Chowdhury thing with Michael. You were saying that you want like a midfielder kind of role for a captaincy, and if somebody like Ndidi does kind of move on, would you maybe see Chowdhury as a captain in the future?
I mean, I do. I said it beforehand that Chowdhury's got that aggression and passion, and he wears the City shirt like we would because he is from Leicestershire. He's a local lad,
right?
So he knows what it means to put that shirt on. So he's still young and he's got a lot to learn. And playing with people like Ndidi and Tielemans, these are world class players. So right. If Hamza can keep learning from them and stick at the club, a bit like Andy King did, and just be around the players, he doesn't need to. I'm really pleased we didn't loan him out to Newcastle and we've not let him go, because I think if he can stay as part of the club, who knows where his progression could be. So a bit like Michael, I want to give Chowdhury the chance to keep growing. People say he's rash, but I think he's not. He's just still learning some of that reading. So for me, I'm really, really pleased he got the captain's armband today. I think that's Brendan. I don't know, Jono, what you think about Chowdhury, but I thought that was Brendan giving Chowdhury a bit of a.
He's managing him.
Yeah, go on, Michael.
He's managing him. He sees a player from the club, who has a little standing in the locker room, not getting the playing time, but he's going to play today. So. It's either him or Danny Ward to wear the armband today. Give it to Hamza. It brings him a little confidence. And what does that little confidence do? It makes him play a very good game today. He mucks it up in the middle. I mean, he was very great today. He was great.
Yeah. I mean, Jono, I'm just going to move it on to you. I want to know, Jono, your man of the match. Pete says this. Was Kieran Dewsbury Hall a little disappointed, says Pete. Maybe my expectations were a bit too high after previous outings. Jono, I want you to answer Pete about Kieran Dewsbury Hall a little bit, because we've had a chance to see him tonight. He sort of was on the fringes today, and I think he looked a bit disappointed when he came off, maybe. I think people are, like Peter said, expecting too much from the lad. I don't know where everybody's raving over Kieran Dewsbury Hall. I've seen flashes, but the jury's out for me. He's a young lad. Again, like Hamza, give him time.
Yeah, I think give him time. I think he had a good pre-season, which is why I think people were getting hyped for this season, because just in case Maddison was going to Arsenal, he will come in and take that sort of role. But I think he's disappointed because he didn't show what he knew he could do. I think he did put in a lot. He didn't just walk around and mope. He put in a lot of effort. He tried to make a lot of good tackles. He worked his socks off. Yes, he made a few mistakes, but I think he played decent. I think he played well. Definitely thinks he deserves an opportunity. But Chowdhury, Luke Thomas, Kieran Ball, these are players who are coming up and coming, they're not write-offs, in a few years we'll look at them.
Yeah, indeed. I know this isn't a Leicester fan, but it was quite funny. And it's obviously not Ollie Gunners. He says, I learned a lot from my mistakes, so I decided to make a lot more mistakes. Pete says, all good penalties. Scott wants to talk a little bit about Lookman. Lads, who wants to chat about Lookman?
I thought it was good. I think he did. I think he didn't when in the first half, in the 10-15 minute spell where Brighton were sort of, after we had our little spell, after have our, we're pressuring them, they had the spell of, pressuring us, and, we fell asleep, and Lookman wasn't. He got us the second goal just before half time. He was awake. He made a few good runs again, like Harvey Barnes did. But again, he is one of those players who can come on and make a difference. So I think, if Barnes and Lookman, left and right, whoever comes on will make a difference.
Come on then, Jono. I need to know who is your man of the match, and then I'm going to end up with Michael's man of the match. Jono?
Ward, for me. Without him, we wouldn't have won the penalty shootout. I thought he made a brilliant save in the first half. Or was the second half where he just pushed over the crossbar and saved the penalty. I thought he was good. He controlled the game. His distribution was really good overall. So, yeah, for me, it's Danny Ward.
Yeah, indeed. A couple of comments before I go to Michael for his man of the match. Stephen says, I think the aggression from Daka, I'd give him man of the match. Great performance by all the team in all. Pete is, I think, giving it to Lookman. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is giving it to Daka. Patrick, I think being, again, a bit, I know, Patrick, you're a bit doom and gloomer, but I think they're good enough for squad players, certainly, and they're both young lads. Michael, let's finish this up with your opinion on the man of the match tonight.
So when Patrick says that Daka and KDH aren't up to Prem level, what I would say is that they just played in a cup match. And, I think they are. Or not Hamza, but KDH, he might need a little more playing time in the league, but Hamza has proven that he can stay in a squad in the Premier League. Now, my man of the match is Hamza Chowdhury. He wore the captain's armband. He got the start. It seemed like he had the middle organized. He put his foot in. He didn't make any rash challenges. I would love to give it to Danny Ward, but my guy is Hamza. He played so good today, and he wore the captain's armband. That's my take on it. Sorry.
So listen, guys, it's a bit of a split decision. The main thing is that I'm going to get it out again. We're still in the cup.
Yeah.
I love the League Cup. We're still in it.
But Man City aren't.
Man City are not in it. I just keep saying this cup is there. I think it might have Leicester's name on it again. We've had it. I'm going to have to do my stats now. I think we've won it 3 times before. Where's Jamie when you need him? But we're still in the cup, and that's what it's all about. Arsenal next on Saturday. Jono, thanks so much for joining us tonight on a big night. I know Michael's got his scarf out there again. Big night, making the impossible possible.
Can I add one thing as well?
Please.
The commentator, when our first yellow card came out, said about Mendy being French. He's not actually French anymore, is he? He's a Senegalese, I think.
Yeah, he went back to his hometown. Let's go. Senegal, they have a good team.
So knowledge is key.
Well, there you go. Well, I didn't know that it changed it. There you go. Leeson, Jono, thanks a lot for joining us.
No problem. See you again soon.
Thank you, Reedy. You're live, Reedy, on Friday at 7:30.
Yes, I am. We'll be talking about the obviously the Arsenal game on Saturday. Team news, injuries, updates, and all that stuff. So yeah, can't wait.
Join Reedy on Friday. I'm going to let Reedy go, and then we're going to. Thanks, Reedy. Michael, outstanding again tonight. Thank you for doing the watch along with Tom. I think you're back next time for the Europa League match, hopefully. Is that correct?
I will do all the Europa League matches. And if you can do a Premier League match at noon in the UK, that's a 4 o'clock start for us. Yeah. I can do that one. I love doing the watch along. I love Leicester City. I love LCFC. Fan chat and the TV, hit me up on my Twitter and my Instagram. I have pictures from all my Premier League live events that I went to this weekend. Engage with me in some football chatter. I love Hamza. That's my guy. Thank you guys for having me.
Brilliant to have Michael on there. I'm going to let you go. Thanks for stepping in as well when Tom's situation ducked down. Thank you, Michael. I was just letting Michael go. Jack's just joined us. Come on, Jack.
Come on, the boys. Again.
Come on, the boys. Give us come on then, Jack. What's your take? We've been debating man of the match here. We've had Danny Ward voted, Daka, Harvey Barnes. Who's your man of the match?
Dewsbury Hall. I thought he had a great game. I mean, closely followed by Hamza Chowdhury. I thought they both were very good in midfield today. They did their job. and a great performance by them both. They showed Brendan, you know, the strength and depth that we've got. I know we didn't defend the 2 goals well, but we got that result in the end. What a good goal by Barnes. And the first goal for Adam Mo Luckman. That's going to give him confidence. The penalty shootout, Neil Morpie missed, and then Wepu missed for Brighton. You know, I've got some videos that I will put on Leicester Fan TV of the penalty shootout, so go and check them out. You'll see the misses of the 2 Brighton players. But great performance. I thought, you know, I wouldn't say we was at our best, but, you know, a win's a win at the end of the day. Manchester City are out, Phil. You know, that they lost to West Ham on penalties. It seems like a penalty situation in this year's Carabao Cup. Who do I want in the next round? Probably Sunderland. Yeah, I know I probably won't get that, but, you know, we'll probably land up with West Ham or someone like that. I know.
The draw is at 10:30, I believe, on Saturday. Obviously, we'll be all heading on our ways down to the King Power on Saturday to see Arsenal. So it's going to be interesting. Danny Ward, we called it. We said Danny Ward. A lot of the people with the comments said, don't worry, Danny Ward's going to step up. He made his penalty save. They missed one. He did well again.
Well, that's Danny Ward to a T. Mr. Penalty Saver. You've seen it against Wolves not long ago in this competition. He's a penalty saver and great at it, Danny Ward. You know, you can count on him with penalty shootouts and he doesn't go wrong. You know, some great penalties. Patson Daka's, James Maddison's, you know, cool penalties, cool finishes. That shows confidence, Phil. Maddison's goal is gave him massive confidence. Patson Daka as well. Them 5 goals. You know, they've gave him confidence as well. The 1 against Man United and the 4 against Moscow. You know, this team can only get better. I mean, you know, Cucurella was probably Brighton's best player in that second half. They played well. They got the goal that they needed to take it to 2-2. But, you know, Leicester got the job done in the penalty shootout. Neil Morpie got booed from the Kop end. You know, he hit the crossbar, and then obviously Wepu went for the left corner and missed. Danny Ward, great save. But you know, it's cold down here at the King Power Stadium. But you know, a win's a win, and we move on to the next round, the quarterfinals, which hopefully we can go on and win the competition this year. Why not? Let's go and get another trophy, Phil.
That's what it's all about, Jack. 4 wins in 4 games. I'm not going to talk too much about Arsenal, but I'm already fancying 5 out of 5, Jack. Are you?
Why not? Mr. Jamie Vardy will have something to say on that, Phil. He loves a goal against the Arsenal, as we've seen. Arsenal fans hate Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy just loves shithousing Arsenal and winding them up. But, you know, it's going to be a great performance. The result tonight, you know, another positive result for the boys. Brendan Rodgers will say to the boys now, go and dust yourselves down. Get ready for the 12:30 kickoff on Saturday and go and get 3 more points to take us out that table, because we're not far from West Ham, who are only 3 points ahead of us in the table now. What a couple of wins does Phil in the Premier League.
Well, indeed, Jack. Arsenal on Saturday, another 3 points there, and we really will be flying 5 in 5. Jack, listen, it looks it's cold down there. I'm going to let you go. Go and get a cup of tea. Well done. We'll see you. When are you back on live? Thursday. Are you doing the Premier League predictions or not?
Yeah, I'm doing the Premier League predictions show with Tom tomorrow. One other thing though, well done to the boys tonight who did the watch along. We've got to 8K. Thank you for all your support and all your incredible support from all the guys at Leicester Fan TV. We love doing this. You guys, 7 days a week now. We never did it before, but we have now, and we're only getting better each show. Thank you for everybody. We wouldn't be here without you getting that 8K tonight. But yeah, thank you for everybody for the incredible support. Love you forever. This is Jack from Leicester Fan TV, live at the King Power Stadium. Come on, you Foxes. Over and out to you, Phil.
Thanks, Jack. You go and get that cup of tea and warm up, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, Jack.
All right, see you in a bit, guys.
Brilliant.
Have a great evening.
Jack. Jack certainly had a good night down there. I'm gutted I didn't get there in time after finishing work late. It is so frustrating. But listen, it's been a pleasure to be part of the watch along tonight for tonight's match. I will be down the King Power, trust me, for the Arsenal game on Saturday. So come and see us at the Blues Bar. I have to work it out. It's a 12:30 kickoff, which means we'll probably be down the boozer outside the Blues Bar by 11 o'clock, half 11. Team news at half 11. So come and join us. If you see, I'll be there. Jake will be there. Sam will be there. Tom will be there. Jack will be there. Reedy will be there. We'll all be outside the Blues Bar. Come and see us before. And almost more importantly, come and see us afterwards as well. We want your post-match views against Arsenal as soon as the final whistle has gone. We will be doing a watch-along on Saturday again, so do join us. If you're watching on Facebook, give us a like, give us a share. If you are watching on YouTube, thank you. So many people watching on YouTube tonight, which is great. Please make sure you subscribe to Leicester Fan TV on YouTube. That would be absolutely brilliant. My name's Phil. This is Leicester Fan TV. We are fans. We love Leicester City. You love watching Leicester City. We're by fans, for fans. Stick with us. It's getting better and better this season. Thanks, everybody, for all your hard work tonight, to all the Leicester Fan TV crew. See you Saturday when we're playing the arse.
Thanks for watching Leicester Fan TV. Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everard's, Pucka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newbie & Co. Estate Agents. Make sure to follow us on all of our social channels at Leicester Fan TV. Visit our website, leicesterfantv.com.